We live now. Do the same. Yep. Charlemagne, we are live.
Oh, we live.
We live, homie. Hey, homie, we live. Is y'all rocking with us? We throw this shit in the Discord. We late, but we live. Peace to y'all. Who? Me?
See if the folks is in here. Folks is in here, cuz.
Is there?
I think I just got two cities mixed up together. I put Chicago and LA together.
Yeah, you sound like somebody whose name I can't mention. People swear they be knowing. They don't really be knowing.
Y'all want some cheeseburgers?
Jesus Christ.
Let the food roll upon you, Kane.
I mean, was he justified?
He was like, stay up, Kane. Stay up. That did hurt though.
It did hurt though. Jesus. We lied.
Hey yo, where is what's the lady? What was the chick's name that he had got pregnant?
Danita.
Alina's cousin. Where is that nigga from, yo? Because his accent ain't. It's like.
I like the way when he was coming out partner when he was running out the house to get to the whip, and he was like, it was like 4:30. It was bright as hell outside. Demps, yo.
Nope.
If y'all in the squad, if the squad is in the chat, say what's good. What's good, Zero?
Are we live?
We're gonna kick things off in a minute. We got this got a giveaway. But
bam, that guy is from Los Angeles. Eileen's cousin is from Los Angeles.
What's his name?
Hey,
What's his name? Is his name Eileen's cousin?
That's what his character's name says. What's his name now?
His name was something wild, yo. He was a rapper.
His rap name was wild, or his real name was wild?
Was his name Caffeine?
Rapper.
God damn it.
He. Hold up. We gonna get to the show in a second, but because the only reason I remember her name is it a Redman rap?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's Caffeine. His name's Caffeine.
Caffeine. What's his real name?
Nigga, Caffeine.
No.
Decaf.
Mama did not name him Caffeine.
What do you say? Hey, what's crack, cuz? What's crack?
It's his name is Samuel Monroe Jr. But apparently it's Caffemiliano.
Caffemiliano's the worst. What in there?
What Caffemiliano is worse than Chameleonaire.
Huh.
I don't like the name Chameleonaire.
Nah, I fucks with Chameleonaire.
What's a chameleon?
Like Kid Chameleon, my nigga. You ain't never played a video game?
That's not what he was a chameleon. He had mad chameleons.
Yeah, mad styles.
Like he ain't got no money. It's just mad chameleons. He got a whole room.
He had mad styles. He was a millionaire to your style, my nigga.
That was early social currency, yo.
I don't like it.
Facts.
I don't like it. Chameleonaire is not this. That's shouts to him. He's a hustler.
Hey,
and
Michael Jordan treated him like a sucker too.
I don't like the name Chameleonaire. I'm not a fan. Should we start the show? Or we just waiting? Because I'm down to wait.
They waiting on the raffle. They waiting on the raffle, my nigga.
Oh, that's right. We got a raffle.
Raffle night.
We 20 minutes, you know what I mean?
Is that what it is? They wanted to get in for the raffle?
They want to get in and get out. You know how once the food starts, once they serve food, niggas break out.
Let me get my plate. I hate that shit. There
Hey,
you
I
go.
hate maneuvering. Like when you at an event, yo, you got to maneuver with the plate, yo. So you got the plate. Excuse me.
Let's get the Arn Anderson. Excuse me.
Niggas is rapping.
Pardon.
Nigga, Arn Anderson knew not to spill my Hennessy.
Yeah.
Arn Anderson knew not to say nothing to Stinger. The man called Sting.
He knew not to spill my Hennessy. This is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get to talking and none of that shit is legit. I'm speaking legit shit. Like Drip tried to pull like, yo, remember when Mav said, nah, my nigga. When I said it, I said it. If I said it, I said it. Pepper. Exactly.
Where's Shorty at? Was Jade wasn't on the show? She ain't been on in what, a week or two?
Nah, she probably won't be back on right before Shaq come.
That's crazy.
Shaq got Greg.
Nah, Shaq.
Big Shaq. The
Yeah.
EDM DJ, the dubstep DJ.
The big Aristotle.
That nigga be at his home.
Huh.
Oh.
That nigga's big ass.
Shaq.
Are we gonna start?
After you talk about somebody's big ass, I mean, we probably
No, I
shouldn't.
said he's big ass.
It sounded like you said his big ass. Huh?
Yeah, you
Nah,
can say his.
I said he's.
It sounded like you said his. I'm not gonna hold you, but that's what it sounded like.
You're. What's up, nephew?
So how do you say that? In Wuti
I don't know what that man be talking about. The Zaza.
Oh.
Bachata. People really are cool with motherfuckers writing whole songs that's like one verse and they say that one verse over again.
Your man's not hot.
It's 2020. Nigga. Nobody cares about nothing.
No, when niggas start making money off of all them streams, because the song ain't but 2 minutes long. That's the whole thing. They make the song short as fuck. So you're like, yo, that's hot. Let me run it back. And then you don't watch the video 20 times, but it's really this man talking about Zaza, Bachata, Mamana, whatever he was saying.
Who is this you talking about?
The dude that do the whoopty song.
Oh, it's a song.
Oh, that's a song?
Yeah. You ain't heard the Bachata.
I'm almost 40. I listen to fucking Mariah Carey and Sade.
Eve know what I'm talking about.
Music, nigga.
Eve, yeah.
I don't play that shit.
Eve and them be playing that shit. When Eve is smoking hookah with all the Dominicans, they mob into that shit. Trust me.
Yeah, it's by a guy named
That
CJ.
shit ain't got shit to do with. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Literally in the chat.
You said the nigga from nigga named CJ, the nigga off of Grand Theft.
Fact.
Let's get this shit started. I got a story to tell, nigga.
I'm down.
Niggas think you big. Oh, you think you tough.
Tough. I hate that nigga. That charcoal cop on Boys in the Hood. He was the worst.
Hate your black pants. I hate black pepper.
I watched Boys in the Hood the other day. I didn't see it in a while, and I watched it.
Damn, did you cry?
I almost did.
Really? Are you crying movies?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
If you watch your goddamn miggity mouth.
Gotta put Shiggity, shut the fuck up. Talking that nigga bullshit. You can't tell me them niggas wasn't styling back in 93 and 94, man. Come on.
Nigga, that was pre early 90s mumble rap.
Bum stiggity bum.
No, it
I fuck
wasn't.
with Fabio.
I
Fabio
don't.
4. He got that one.
Nah, I'm not listening to Fabio, son.
What's the one Fabio song?
On the Nas album?
Nope.
That's the only one I know.
Nope. You ain't gonna paint me. Never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Man, if you don't start this shit,
It's your fault. Tell that story.
how's my fault? I was here first.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
I
Come
was
on,
here early.
man. Come on.
How's my fault?
Tell that story.
Talk to me.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, man.
What time is it? It's about 9:30, right? We said we was gonna do the show 9:05. Who hit the polo at like 5:30, 6 o'clock talking about I got an idea?
Was niggas here?
That's not the point.
We could have started it without them.
That's not the point.
We could have started it without them.
What did I say when you said
you wasn't here 9:05?
It don't matter because nothing was going on anyway. But what did I say on the polo? I said, yo, maybe you might want to test it out first. Didn't I say that?
Mom and dad are fighting, and me and Pam were just like.
Did I not say that?
I spoke to my son. My son's when I talked to my cousin at 8, my cousin said, yo, I'm gonna put it up. Right? Cuz said my man came on, and I said, oh, all right, cool. Cuz said he came on here. So I figured he was good when he came on there.
There was no test though, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, that's
see. Start the show.
We about to. We got some things to address. We got a lot of things to address.
All right. Yeah, Dempsey really in this? Dempsey, you trying to get in this? We got to start this shit though. Let's go. Get my beer right.
He said, "Let me get my beer right."
It don't really change at all. Look at Davis Davis. It's a Miracle Grow. Make a wish for a beer foundation.
Nah, but I got this though. I mean,
yeah. See, that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Nah, I got this.
Yeah.
I appreciate you then, Debs. You're not worrying about the giveaway. He just want to get the show started. We should.
Let's start the show.
You have to read that off the screen, Cal. You got to read that off the screen.
Nah, not even. I forgot all about the raffle. I mean, look, we do have a giveaway.
Hold Dempsey down anyway. Dempsey done cop. He done cop the whole motherfucking lineup. So he's straight.
He copped this. He copped these.
He copped 2 of them.
These. Appreciate y'all. These are still available. We'll talk about that shit, though. We'll talk about it. Shouts out Dominique.
Let's get busy.
Yeah.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Niggas is back. Niggas is black. As always, it's the Black Rasslin Podcast. Giving y'all wrestling from a nigga perspective. We live. Shout out to everybody in the live. If you watching this on the YouTubes and not listening to it a day later, peace to you, Vons O'Reilly. It's your boy Cal, aka the Jersey Devil. No, I'm just kidding. Represent rockthedub.com, but y'all already knew that. As y'all can see, the squad is also here. Please say what's good to the people, y'all.
Your IlFam79, your social media choice, aka Dexter Loomis Simmons.
How to be a hoe.
Read my book.
Pardon me. How y'all niggas gonna par with me? We some heavyweights in the game. You can't spar with me. At Mav Damon. It is all real.
Is it? Well, all right. Brother
Hold
Matt.
on, Cal. Let me.
Oh, it's all good.
So for the last couple weeks, right? I'm a runner. Everybody know I'm a runner, right?
Stay running. Once a day?
Yeah, once a day. Probably get out like five to 8 a day.
I'm gonna die. You'll read my eulogy at my funeral? Because you'll be the last one left. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Peace to Hills. So I had to go get, like, I've been hurt for probably about 3 weeks, damn near a month, right? Hurt myself running this shit, right?
Word.
So I gotta go get my legs worked on.
Word.
So the lady,
You got
she
chiseled?
like, huh?
You got chiseled?
Nah, nigga. Nah. So hold on, check this shit. Check this shit, right? So she working my legs. She working my legs.
Wait, where do you go to get your leg? You go to like a massage place, like a chiropractor or something?
Yeah, massage place.
Like where you got to go into the front door and then you got to wait in the lobby and then they open the second door to make sure you ain't police.
Nah, I got tossed out of there. So my lady working my legs. This is my normal lady.
Right.
So she working my legs and she get to my feet. So she massaging my feet and I'm like, damn, like it put a nigga under, like damn down, right? So she working my legs, then she go to my hands, she run my hands, and she start working my legs, and she like, you wet? I said, excuse me?
What?
So she back to rubbing my feet. So she like, you wet?
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
So I say,
Mm.
I'm thinking to myself, like, lady, I don't know what kind of freak you think I am. I am. But I'm offended. She's like, no, your hands are sweating and your
Palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
oh.
I'm more. I'm like, vagina. Hold on.
I am.
My coochie wet.
I am, but
She like, you wet. I am.
My moist. I am moist. I am.
all right, I see on the blackrasslin.com is the website. Nah, these niggas is wilding out right now. But man, if you said because I want to get business out the way. You said there was something you wanted to address before we officially. It was your wet legs what you wanted to address?
Yes.
All right, so it's time for the giveaway, right?
Nah. Wait. Nah, the giveaway is like when niggas trying to eat at Thanksgiving, they try to eat and go the fuck home. No.
So you don't show up to the pod with your Tupperware is what you're saying.
Never.
So this is
Message.
fuck it then. I want to, before we get into anything, I want to salute, because if you're on the timeline, y'all, and shit, I know a lot of y'all have Spotify. This week was the 2020 Spotify Wrapped, where you can see all the shit you've been listening to, and I appreciate all y'all who was rocking with us. It was just dope to see cats like Rock, J-Bo, sharing all the y'all really fucking with us. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I don't even listen to us, nigga.
Somehow, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm literally going through this stuff now. Apparently, Canada started fucking with us this year. The Black Rasslin podcast grew 200% in Canada.
Yo, that's drip people.
Is it?
It is.
That's the OVO.
OVO.
People.
Hold on, here go drip right here.
I told y'all niggas.
Somehow.
Hey, drip, you gotta stop talking like that, man. We're gonna let the first one fly.
You're gonna do it again. You gotta you need a cough button or something every time you say it after that first.
Oh my God.
Somehow we got 10 countries rocking with the Black Rat. I don't know where they are. They
Hey,
don't give
Bucharest, man. Niggas over there.
Banging in Bucharest.
Yeah.
If we're banging in Bucharest, that's crazy. It's dope seeing. What was the one stat that tripped me out? because
0.
we dropped 4,451 minutes of content over the 47 episodes that Spotify tracked for us this year.
Damn.
Which is insane.
We working.
So yeah, I don't. We didn't make no money off of that, but I don't think anybody is.
Allegedly.
I told y'all niggas.
I appreciate everybody for rock again. This is episode 201. Like we've been doing this 3 years strong now. You know what I mean? It's crazy to think that. What'd you say the other day, man? How'd you word it? You said you was amazed at what an idea, how far an idea can go. Is essentially how you put it on Twitter. Like this was just some words that came out of my brain one day, and now we got niggas copying. For anybody who hasn't been paying attention, if you slept on the Nation crew neck, we tried to warn you. Them shits is gone.
Don't DM me.
Don't ask for a re-up. Don't.
It's over.
Don't. You had ample amounts of time.
Hey, nigga, at this point, the U-Pack is in the air.
The U-Pack is gone, son.
I don't know what to tell y'all, but these Johns are still available, right, man? You can still get these in the shop, right?
You can still get these in the shop. These about to be gone. Act accordingly.
Facts. BlackRasslin.BigCartel.com or
already got it.
Pieces. Zero been rocking forever. I don't know. I guess me and Zero probably, met each other off of Rock the Dub back in the day. I've always known him as a fly ass producer. And it's just same way linked up with fam. It's kind of like niggas fuck with hip hop, but they also fuck with this wrestling thing. And it's dope to see. Not only can we build a community, but we really doing this shit. I'm gonna stop talking. We did a whole podcast about this last week, but it feels like we've been 3-4 weeks on vacation. We recorded that shit a little bit ago. There's some shit to talk about this week. I do want to give some shout outs first, though. If something tells me some of these shout outs might bleed into other subjects.
Can I get mine first?
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Shout out to my niggas out. We live from the 410. You already know how it go.
I told y'all niggas.
Big Black John Stud. That's my cousin. The Cal subbing and shit.
I told y'all niggas.
Shout out to Dre.
I told y'all niggas.
Public Enemies.
I told y'all niggas.
Dirty Hills.
I told y'all niggas.
Mac Low.
I told y'all niggas.
Dempsey in the building.
I told y'all niggas.
My nephew in here.
I told y'all niggas.
Dominique was good.
I told y'all niggas.
I don't know who else was in here. I can't see nothing else. Rock, I see you, Rock.
I told y'all niggas.
T. Coop Wood.
I told y'all niggas.
Wait, play it again.
I told y'all.
It's the damn.
Sorry, we
I
love.
told y'all niggas.
Drip. Drip don't get one.
Fucking dead. I can't.
Go ahead, Cal. It's your turn.
Pause.
Go to Coochie Father.
The coochie crook.
Hey yo,
Wait a minute.
this nigga is like the Cookie Crisp man, yo.
I'm sorry, Dibs.
J-Bo, J-Bo. Shout out to
J-Bo.
J-Bo.
I shouted out J-Bo. I appreciate you for I feel like J-Bo was the first one to really start sharing the Spotify shit. I wasn't even thinking about this shit, and it was dope to see us and and Black Announce Table. Eve was in earlier. Shouts out. It was just cool to see people actually fucking with us on a pod level on Spotify. It's putting your money where your listens are. I think that shit is always dope. Damn. This show might need to be caught. I told y'all niggas. And there is some shit in here where we haven't told y'all. Oh, that's what I meant to say. That Dempsey made a point. He said Dempsey's at work right now, and he ain't had no headphones. And it was about 15, 20 niggas that just randomly flew. I died. I just died. If you rocking with the Black Rasslin podcast at work, you better have some headphones on. I if you get fired because you laughing or you got too many niggas in too loud of a space, I can't. I apologize, but you got to. It's us. It's us.
Drip,
niggas know.
Drip, watch your mouth back there.
What you said? What is man, cut his mic. I want to first off.
True indeed, we did tell him.
We did tell him, niggas.
We did tell him.
Well, yeah, and we've been telling him, and that's the first shout out I want to give because it was. I mean, it's a shout for Impact, but really, it's a shout for having the balls to have Chris Bay, Rich Homie Swan, Willie Mack, and
I told y'all niggas.
At the end of an Impact show, you know what I mean? That their main event is 3 dope niggas and
message.
Exactly. So do people watch Impact? I
think people have gotten into a groove where they feel like it's cool to say they don't. Like
that's been years though. That's been years like that.
Niggas like, oh, Impact still on TV. Like I think that's when niggas trying to get niggas chuckle bag.
Word. There's some dead. There's a group that I was in on Twitter. I don't know. I've not heard from them in a minute. They were the ones that would let me know. I probably talked about on the pod that if there was a Impact pay-per-view that weekend, they would see in that DM would be like, oh shit, I forgot that they had, Slamboree or whatever the hell they still do these days. Final resolution December 12th. But at this point, especially after this past Wednesday night, where I still don't know why they called it Winter is Coming, but Impact's about to be a real big deal. Let me stick a pin in that for us. Cause I don't want to go too in on that situation.
Nah, just talking shit. I don't get it. Well, I don't.
Wait, what? When you say you don't get it, what you mean?
I don't get how. You know what I'm saying? We. It's strange. Like when we started watching wrestling.
As kids, you're saying?
As kids. Mm-hmm. You had SD Jones, and it was Junkyard Dog. That's it. And Coco Beware. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody. There was nobody that looked like us. You see what I'm saying?
If you were a little older, you might have seen flashbacks of the Natural Butch Reed. That's about it though.
I saw Butch. He was rare. Like that was rare.
Very rare. Because he was in WWF. It felt like for a cool year, 2 years maybe, but not no time when we was watching.
So now, what I don't understand is now you see all these niggas that look like you, that look like fam, that look like me.
Right.
But then niggas is gonna say, oh, I don't watch Impact. Why?
Right.
There's niggas that main event that look like you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That shit it makes absolutely no sense to me. So when you, let's say, for instance, when we came in the podcast space, it wasn't, niggas ain't have access to none of this shit, right?
No, not at all.
But you want you want niggas to listen to you because hey, I look like you. You should be listening to.
Facts.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Wait, Vons, you was around when Bobo Brazil was.
No, he
doing
wasn't
that?
around.
You
No,
was
he
around
wasn't
when
around.
Peace to Bobo Brazil. That is a legend. Salute to that man.
He wasn't around.
I knew him I knew of him as a person because people would talk about him. Just like Pat Patterson, you know, he was somebody who I heard was a big deal because he was the first Intercontinental Champion, but I don't think I've watched a stitch of a Pat Patterson match. Not like, oh shit, he's going to be on TV. He was done at that point.
Yeah, I think my extent with Pat Patterson matches was stuff they did with the Stooges, like him and Patterson and Briscoe.
We're very off top, but I remember the first time I really saw Pat Patterson was in Wrestling with Shadows, and fact. But when he was laying, it wasn't the Survivor Series match. I remember specifically him laying out the finish for the Survivor Series match, but it was Rocky was definitely around.
We know you was
definitely
around
for Bobo.
You was in college.
Hey, hold tight. I think Brother Drip has a stat.
Let's go.
It just shows that Bobo Brazil retired in 1993 and he passed away in 1998. So he had a 4-decade professional. He retired from professional wrestling in 1993, and then
when was his last televised match?
Yeah, I want to say, do me a favor. Where was he in like when was his WWF or NWA run?
I'll look that up and get back to you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, because that's
get out of here.
I think the last thing he was in. Was like a Rumble or
that sounds about right.
Or Battle Royal or something.
Because I think one of the things is retirement time doesn't necessarily mean that was when they were in. Like wrestling is always a low period. You peak and then you go back. I think it was Sabu said it best in some documentary I randomly saw where when you start pro wrestling, you're in the bingo halls, you're in the high school gyms. If you're lucky, you get to go to the grand stage and do your thing. But then when you're done with that, you're back in the bingo halls, you're back in the gyms. And that could be for anybody that's going to give you $100, $200 for, if you can get that for a match that night. So it's
Banks, I thought it was your boy. I thought it was your fault.
Back to niggas because I don't want to get in. I don't want to get too crazy.
No,
I don't want to get too crazy. See, it's our.
Yo, niggas will. So we going on with the Pat Patterson thing, right?
Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying. Were you going to
look? We about to be all over. So if you got to just speak your mind, brother. Speak your mind.
No, all I was gonna say was it's wild that you'll see. I don't know anything about the Pat Patterson allegations. I like the way Dad Work was talking about it the other day.
I didn't see what he said. What he said. I didn't see.
I can't remember. He was just saying that you got all these different allegations with I guess the Ring Boys, motherfucker that was putting up the ring.
I think the one that actually went to that was a bigger deal was some situation with Ring Crew and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's wild that I know it's not the same, but you got people in here that's going to shout out Pat Patterson. Rest in peace, Pat Patterson. I ain't gonna speak ill of the dead. Motherfuckers will rest in peace. Shout out Pat Patterson, but then niggas won't fuck with niggas.
Right. It's. I think it's one of those things where, because I mean, I when the situation happens, I have to go into all right. What's the other side of the story? You know, we know first Intercontinental Champion. We know creator of the Royal Rumble. We know, and from what Meltzer did like 45 minutes on Pat Patterson on the show, but he said that while he didn't think Patterson was the best booker, like he didn't book the best of the best years, but he said like if he gave a stat, it was like 5 out of the top 7 best years in pro wrestling, especially like the late 80s for WWF, was Pat Patterson being a part of the booking team. And again, if you watch Wrestling with Shadows, you can see how his mind works for a pro wrestling ring. Where he gets off for people, where people can justify, hey. He can get a pass from some people because of the way the situation happened, where allegations came up, WWE fired him. Allegations don't go anywhere; they get dropped. Whatever the situation was, again, I'm not too versed in what was going on, and then he gets rehired. So you can say, well, Pat Patterson, it didn't go nowhere, nothing happened. You know what I mean? Where like you can't say that about R. Kelly because he's dodging fades in prison right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and I'm not saying that justifies anything, but I'm just painting the picture of why you can see so many accolades coming from everybody about a Pat Patterson as opposed to somebody else.
I think there's a great deal of uncertainty around any allegations that we got. So while there's always been a disparity with, and I'm gonna say it because when it's a white nigga, you know what I'm saying, it's a black nigga. There is a disparity where niggas definitely get their feet held to the fire more so than anyone else. However, you
think that's because people are ready to throw a nigga under the bus than they are a white man?
100%.
Just making sure we're all clear.
No. Wow. At the same time, the allegations are weird, right? Like they not solid.
Right.
And
we
this
really
has
don't
always
know.
been a business. This has always been a business where when a nigga feels jilted or felt like he wasn't booked well,
that's a good point.
He come back and it's smart on a nigga name.
I say that's a good point because when I heard that he passed, and knowing that I wanted to be on top of all of the wrestling information because we had a show this week, I went back and I went to try and figure out what the situation was. Look. I tried to figure it out, and the one video I found was Sid Vicious, Shane Douglas, Marty Jannetty, and somebody else, and they were talking about Jim Powers and Paul Roma and these stories of Pat Patterson allegedly trying to get people to, spend some private time with him, whatever. But it was never like when you talk about somebody that really was a victim and have gone through things, like there's a different tone. These were more just like laughing because of somebody's sexuality. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not, right. And it's not to say that any allegations are false, right? But it's a thing where because it's the people who were saying it, like you have to judge who's saying it, but you also have to judge how they're speaking on it. If it sounds like they're joking, trying to say, haha, this person is different than the rest of us, there's lesser weight held to some of that stuff. And I think that's the thing. I don't want to say Pat Patterson was Teflon, but it was hard to really, get a firm situation out of those allegations with him, if you understand what I'm saying.
The most concrete allegation was a older announcer or whatever. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the dude's name, but they say he pressed the charge. He I think bought suit or whatever.
Yeah.
And they as soon as the allegations came, they let him go. They let Pat Patterson go.
Yeah.
And as soon as he beat it, they brought him back.
So what does that say though?
I mean, it doesn't say it. It say they looked into it. They didn't. They didn't find whatever they was looking for.
But if you're willing to let a nigga go over the allegations prior to having any knowledge of any knowledge of the outcome of the trial,
right?
That shit sounds like that who this nigga really is.
It looks like you're dodging
You know the bullet coming.
As a public company, you like, oh, all right. Because especially you gotta remember in that time, this nigga's a gay dude, right? And during that time, gay people and gayness is looked at like a malfeasance, like something is up, which you already broken because you gay.
Yeah,
so
you're already lesser because of who you are, right?
You're already a suspect, right? So, and this is why you get the Chuckle, Sid, Marty, you know what I mean, Janetti stories there, because you gay, and now you
and now there's you
the punchline.
Well, there's a reason for people to openly make fun of you because they perceive that you're trying to hit on somebody or what you're not being normal in whatever their situation was. But
what you got, Drip?
That Murray Hodgson was the accuser of Pat Patterson back in 1992, and I think I'll look up what show they were on. But there was it Donahue that they were on back in the day that
makes sense.
That had that whole special about
that
story, and they brought Meltzer on and that.
I wonder what because Meltzer seemed like he was the biggest. When listening to him talk about Pat Patterson, he's like, the first wrestling show I watched had Pat Patterson in it. The first live show I went had Pat. Like he studied this man's career. Like literally, they started the show and they knew that was what they were going to talk about. And Brian Alvarez was just like, Pat Patterson, go. And Meltzer's like, what do you want to know? So it's a again, never want to speak ill of the dead. From what I understand, he had he was it sounded like he was in a hospice care situation. He had dementia. He had liver problems. They think he might have had cancer. But the year we've had and the speaking out, the hashtag speaking out, and a lot of the a lot of people got taken to task. What was I looking at the other day? I was trying, because niggas have disappeared. I don't know if people read the Up Rocks Pro Wrestling stuff. Mans who ran that is gone. He's been gone since the end of June because of allegations and things that came out about how he was in his private life or what have you. This has been a big year for a lot of that stuff. And I think, I don't want to say people are sweeping that stuff under the rug for Pat, because I have seen people bring up the fact that there were allegations or allegedly there were people that he hurt. Again, none of it's been proven as a factual thing yet, but it's not something to shy away from. It just sucks that it's coming up now because dude is no longer here.
That's kind of what it is. You got another stat, Drip?
Oh, it's just an explanation of, I think Meltzer thinks highly of Patterson because he was a big star back in San Francisco 60s, 70s. I think I heard my great-grandfather talk about when they would go wrestling back then that they either mentioned Patterson or Jimmy Snuka, or I think Pepper Gomez was another big name back then. But Meltzer being in San Jose, right, not too far from San Francisco, why I think he holds Patterson in high esteem.
No, 100%.
Was Pat Patterson from San Francisco?
No, that's where he was. That's where he was big. Oh. I think his biggest period of success was in that era. He's originally from Canada, I believe. He's French Canadian.
Yes, yeah. He was Canadian, and before he stopped, I guess this probably was before he went to WWF and did whatever he did over there. I think it was a wrap. Banks is in the comments going in. Speaking facts, there are a lot of points being made out there. So
I recall we had a Simple VV on a couple weeks ago, and I recall him saying that he had done some, he pods about older wrestling. So I DM'd him, and I was like, as far as you can tell, what have you made of the allegations? And he said it truly was a bunch of farfignugan as far as he was concerned. Like he said, he said a lot of it didn't sound legit to him. Right. There was nothing that seemed real crazy. So from the digging I did, nothing kind of panned out.
Exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, you got to put into proper context, right?
But like not even like when you really doing super deep dives. I mean, pretty much on the surface, it didn't pass the sniff test. And like I said, the nature of what wrestling is, the nature of what wrestling is, if you aren't, first of all, you never hear top guys talk bad about most people because they were successful, but you know who you do to put, who you hear talking crazy about people are the guys that coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Right.
And I mean, you talking Jimmy Powers and Marty Jannetty. Those are some of the
exactly. Let it be somebody let it be a Bret Hart come out and say, you know, oh, well, I'm not saying that there was a thing because Bret, and again, wrestling with shadows, Bret and Pat were very close, I think, because Pat was very instrumental in booking and everything back when Bret was coming up. But let somebody of that caliber say something, and I think more people would take it seriously, or at the very least start to question what some of these allegations were. If niggas ain't got no more comments on Pat, that's good. We got that out the way early. Back to niggas on Impact. I watched all of Impact this week.
Yo, shout out to Crazy Steve.
Yo, wait.
What's his name?
His name is Chris.
No, I wasn't talking to you, Cal.
His name is Shango.
One more time.
It is Shango.
Oh, okay.
Why you come out with a monkey on a chain though? That's facts.
Oh my gosh!
I see Dre just showed up about 45 minutes in. There's a lot you missed, my brother. There's a lot you missed, brother.
The whole
Dre.
time.
You have to run.
You didn't miss the giveaway, Dre.
Don't do that. Donations. We got some. All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to the AEW. A White is as Darren said in the chat.
Aryan Elite Wrestling.
Well, that's kind of the conversation I wanted to get into, because during the early pandemic, one of the biggest feuds was the Ultimate Finesser, Dash and Chris Bay, and the homie Willie Mack. They were back to back, week in, week out, ending the show with phenomenal, because it was X Division time back then. No, Von, my man's really had a monkey on the chain. I think he called it. The monkey had a name. He hung it in the corner before he started wrestling.
Was his name Honky Shango?
Honky Shango cannot be the name of this episode. I'll tell you that much. That's an executive decision. We cannot do that. But like 8 months ago, 7-8 months ago, you could turn on an Impact and you could see Chris Bay and Willie Mack doing the goddamn thing.
Facts.
And they ran it back. They ran it back this week. And what kills me is Tuesday, Chris Bay and Willie Mack. And it wasn't a long match. It might have been like, I think they had like 10, 12 minutes left.
I was going to say 8.
The match was, especially compared to some of the longer matches they had earlier this year, it was a shorter competition. And that the ending was dope though, where Willie Mack caught him with the forearm, hit him with the stunner, got the win. And they did it. The ending of the show was dope. Willie Mack gets the win. Somebody Mans, who is a very bad promo, very bad actor behind the scenes, he runs in and beats up Willie Mack. Rich Homie Swan comes out with a t-shirt and church pants, and he demolishes this bumbling buffoon. And then talk about it. And then Chris Bay finally takes out Rich Homie Swan and then because you see the image of him with the belt in the air.
I told y'all niggas.
Look, final resolution December 12th is all I'm saying. Like so much black excellence at the end of TNA Impact. And then at the end of AEW Dynamite, where the maintenance man won the AEW title and runs off with his homie from back in the day.
You
in the whip.
know that was actually Kenny Omega from New Japan. He just
Nah,
doesn't look
The
the same.
maintenance man. Yo,
that was the
Kenny
maintenance
Omega
man.
look. Kenny Omega look. Man, let me keep it a buck, son.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
The main event of AEW,
I fell asleep.
son. I couldn't. I had to
I fell
change.
asleep.
I'm like, yo, one, both these niggas is pasty. No disrespect. Two, Kenny Omega is wild out of shape. Three, it's just whack, my nigga. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'm sorry. I give everything a shot. This shit was trash.
It was not a. I was not a fan of, and I know a lot of people. I don't. Wait, hold up. Did the numbers come out? I want to see if the numbers came out because I'm assuming there was a conversation we were having.
Nigga, I was watching Shotzi Neidhart and the other chick in the ladder match, and then Io Shirai with the save and all that shit. That shit was entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Look, all right. Damn, they
They are
didn't
both
pull a million.
pasty, right?
I had to go to the source. AEW did 913,000. NXT did 658, which is not a surprise. It's not a surprise because they were high.
Didn't NXT win last week?
It was close though. It was like,
yeah,
it was maybe within 10,000. They were both only in like the 700,000 something like that. But they had been advertising Moxley Omega for a minute. That you already knew. You already knew what it was going to be. But this is the thing.
Shit was trash.
This is the thing.
What's up,
Don Cal. Now wait, brother fan. It was the last AEW pay-per-view.
that's
Wait, J-Bo said Kenny Omega playing Bookman What Good Times reboot. That's good. All he needs is the damn coverall. That's all he needs. And then he just
What exactly do you want, Buffalo Butt?
But it was the last
Go get my father.
it was the last AEW pay-per-view where you mentioned that Don Callis had been on the commentary.
Because him and Omega have always been tight.
But I'm saying like he recently did commentary though, and because the conversation. I'm sorry to cut you off, Matt. The conversation we was having was
that was me. That wasn't fam.
I thought that was fam. I apologize, my brother. But the conversation was
his motherfucking ass ain't watch it. I do.
Right, and I only made it to Mo and Joe Buck. But you're right. My apologies. But no, because I had to watch Impact this week, and they had
I think he watched it.
They had a 10-minute segment of Mo and Joe Buck from like whenever fighting fucking Chris Sabin. Who wants to see these people wrestling? Give me Chris Bay. We're gonna get to that in a second though. But the conversation at that time off pod was, what's the situation? Are we gonna be seeing AEW and Impact cross-pollinate, which we're getting now? Literally.
Yo, it's real funny. Like if you look at wrestling Twitter, you've seen a whole bunch of niggas like, "Oh, yo, that was a good match," or who was when the Revival nigga was watching the New Day and Street Profits match, and they was like, "Well, thank you, whatever." But it's been a lot of that just in pro wrestling social media lately, where niggas is going across companies and kind of talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's been interesting.
A lot of that. Well, and again, like it was mentioned, there's a piece. Is it fightmedia.com? There's a piece on the relationship between Don Callis and Kenny Omega. From what I understand,
not the commission. What was them niggas' names? That faction that they had with Recon and terrible, outstanding. What was the name of them niggas? Truth Commission.
Oh God.
Yeah, with the nigga Korag.
Kurgan.
Yeah, same thing.
No.
Correct.
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 Correct. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
The nigga with the mask on and shit.
Wait, fam, pull that last comment up. Rock says AEW only got that number because once the Sting news hit Twitter, people turned to see. I think, I'm not saying you're wrong, Rock, but I think the thing is, I've not been watching AEW since we recorded with Britt Waters. I've not watched since I saw that little segment with them doing the fucking cabaret shit. But I saw
Britt Waters. I'm need a couple tickets so I can see my nigga
Britt working.
Busy.
NBA season here. Britt working. Shout out to
Russ get busy, yo.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna hold none of y'all.
What you about to say?
I'm gonna ask a question, and then I'm gonna just keep it going. You don't even got the answer. Peace to Brian H. Waters, but
peace.
Niggas would know who Britt Waters was without us. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. Certain niggas, just these niggas. Couple of these niggas.
I'm gonna keep. Do not give Britt Waters any information to talk to any of you heathens, because I do not want to have to pay for the counseling for this woman after having to deal with some of you heathens out here. But we gonna keep going. My only thing, because Rock said that I'm not going to say that the Sting announcement didn't bring people to AEW, but there were so many ads I saw with the snow and the winter is coming, specifically for Omega and Moxley, which was a storyline that they had been building. I feel like that it might not have been a 900,000 number, but I think that number was going to be bigger regardless because of that being the main event.
It was definitely gonna be bigger than it. Let's nigga, cuz let Cuz explain what the fuck he was talking about earlier today.
Talk your shit.
Why? What did you say about them cross promoting?
As far as what they're doing, there's a whole bunch of reasons you're talking about, because during the episode they also talked about they're gonna be cross promoting with Impact. Is that what you're talking about right there?
Yeah.
So it's a couple of things, right? So first of all, Impact is still the only company that looks like the beginning of the pandemic when you watch this show.
Correct.
Shows, right?
Fact.
There's some, like I said, the bottom of the card is not good. The top of the card is amazing.
The bottom of the card has Crazy Steve and a monkey on a chain.
Hunky Shango.
What's his name?
Hunky Shango.
Jesus Christ.
Which is gonna take me into my next point, is that if y'all remember, and shout out to Andreas Hale, he asked the question about race during the one of the original AEW pay-per-view events, even before it was before it was AEW? Either way.
Yeah, it was before that.
Yeah.
It was definitely before the show. And they asked him, he asked him, like, you know what I'm saying, what does it mean? And he was like, well, I told my wife that I didn't see color, and that mean, and then she said that you don't see color, that means you don't understand my struggle. And he was saying all the right things, but I just don't see color on your television holding these belts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Toward the top of your card, I don't see color.
Right.
And I think,
before you go, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Do you think that I did? Do you think that the amount of people who have a problem with not seeing people like us on TV is as big as we think that it is?
I don't know. It all depends on who you ask, I think.
Because I don't think that niggas see a problem with it. Outside of us.
Outside of black people that watch pro wrestling.
I think it's seen. I think there's a obvious disparity in where they haven't caught up, and it's kind of right now, and you even see it in the chat here. Some niggas rock with AEW, some niggas don't. The niggas that don't are gonna see every single crack, you know what I mean, and chink in their armor.
When you say niggas, you mean who?
People.
He's
I
saying
do mean
people in general, not niggas
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah, no. When I say niggas, it just mean like they.
Right now.
Yeah, usually. But like people you like they don't like, and if they're pro AEW, they don't see it. They're like, oh nah, they're doing good, man. We saw Sonny Kiss versus Cody, and that was great. And look at what what's yo from SCU
I don't know.
Scorpio
Number 52.
Nah, don't do that. That's
He's number 52.
nah, we're not doing that. He's absolutely above 51. Anyway,
49 and a half.
outstanding. But you don't see like those guys. You'll see for a second.
Right.
The next week is business as usual, and with them bringing in a bunch of, you know what I'm saying. You see Sting coming in, and outstanding.
Facts. I'm niggas too.
You see all these people coming in and all that. It still looks like Jim Crockett Promotions 2020.
It does not look like a good show, and I think like it's been like that. But when we're at the point where WWE has a Thunderdome,
Scorpio
and
Sky is that the question?
Yeah, definitely.
Facts. AEW has 40 men in the audience singing the Judas song with Chris Jericho. All right, I'm gonna be clear because there's two things here. One, it's gonna look weird when the AEW champion goes to Impact. That's what he said at the end. Don Callis said. They said, "What's going on?" Don Callis said, "Look, you're gonna find out Tuesday. Impact Access." So that literally means Don Callis and Kenny Omega is gonna show up on Impact.
Facts.
My thing after watch because I watched Impact before I watched AEW today, the day we record this podcast, and I'm like, all right, it was 4 black men at the end of Impact. That is the Impact main event scene, right? Mm-hmm. Kenny Omega is now the AEW World Champion, which to some people, I don't know how you hold that title compared to WWE titles, but it's a prestigious title in American professional wrestling. Regardless of where you grade it next to what the title that Rich Homie Swan holds, I don't want to see Kenny Omega talking to Sami Callihan, Elliot Page, Crazy Steve. Like, I need to, if Kenny Omega is really going to go down there and be like, yo, I'm the big dog, he has to talk to the big dog of the. When Ric Flair was the NWA champion and went to Mid-Atlantic or went to Georgia, he didn't talk to Rocky King. He went to the dude. He went to the dude that held that federation's top title. If I don't get to see Kenny Omega and Rich Homie Swan have a stare down, if I don't dashing Chris Bay on Twitter, I hope
it's not going to happen, Cal.
I swear to God, if Chris Bay doesn't have a walk down the hall in a pair of Jordan 5s, and it's like, yo, fuck you, Kenny Omega, you a bitch. If I don't get to see that look from him, y'all fucking frauding. And Don Callis knows
it's not going to happen.
I don't think he's going to say that. I don't think.
I mean, the equivalent of whatever the situation is, you can't put 4 niggas at the end of the main event and then have Kenny Omega talking to white, black, and different, the people that are lower on the card. We're not even talking about fair. We're talking about who's the top dogs in Impact right now. He can't be having conversations with side motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you
what's gonna be an issue is they gonna lower brother them niggas. And what I mean is if they walk in and let's say you get what you want, right? Let's say it's Omega and Rich Homie Quan. Kenny Omega is 6 foot, Rich Homie Quan is 5'8".
Still
it's going to look like AEW. I mean, NXT niggas look standing next to Randy Orton.
He's not saying you're not talking about actual stature.
No,
I am.
No,
oh,
you are. No,
I
I'm
am.
not.
My brother Fam is. My brother Fam is.
Right.
I always think those optics are important. I think when
You're
you
not wrong.
go in and maybe they can play with it, had a nigga step on something, give him the Chris Jericho boots or something.
Son.
But they can't look they can't look like little bitty niggas compared to AEW niggas, how NXT niggas look compared to WWE niggas. Like they can't do that. They do have to do something to fix those optics to kind of make them to legitimize them. If not, you just don't have them cutting promos face to face.
So Cal, are you saying that he needs to share TV time with them, or he needs to share ring time with them?
Like in a match.
I don't think it doesn't need because we gotta remember
no match.
No, we gotta remember this Tuesday before Impact again. Shouts out to Rock. Kenny Omega only interacting with the Good Brothers. It's probably exactly what's gonna happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
And I have no delusion of that. But my thing is this. Yes, AEW is going to be an Impact. Yes, it's going to look weird because Impact has 4 motherfuckers and 2 of them motherfuckers is holding cameras while a wrestling match is going on. And I do not think we're going to get Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann on the show. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in chat, but I don't know if David's got anything going on. But my thing is this: there's Don Callis and Kenny Omega have history. Mm-hmm. Don Callis used to tag team with the Golden Sheik, I believe his name was, who was Kenny Omega's uncle or whatever. Their relationship was so deep that when Kenny Omega's uncle passed, Kenny hit up Don like, "Yo, could you speak at his funeral?" Like that, they have like a real. Don mentioned it on the AEW show. 26 years, I think, is the time frame he said. But my thing is this: if December 12th, Impact is throwing Final Resolution, the main event, because it's the main title, is going to be Rich Homie Swann and Chris Bay. I don't want to see Kenny Omega interacting with fucking B-level and C-level wrestlers. He has you. Why would you have him there if he's not interacting with the cream of the crop over there?
The only other thing, and this is the other thing I was saying earlier, is that the one thing that's going on is that even though the attempt of whatever WWE tried to do didn't work.
With what?
The folks from Bullet Club are all over pro wrestling in America.
Facts. Having
big success. This could also be a reason they're doing this connection, because the Good Brother niggas is over there. Kenny Omega is over there having success. You have a lot of these niggas being successful all over the place. That could be another reason that they get together to do some sort of Bullet Club thing.
I feel you. I agree. I think that's probably more likely what's going to happen. But you know what? And I'm not going to get too into it because of my affiliations and why these lights are on. But AEW is big on diversity. When AEW goes to the TV organizations and they're talking to people about their product, they're bringing Nyla Rose. They're bringing Sunny Kiss. They're bringing Scorpio Sky. You do not, because we mentioned it earlier. Mm-hmm. Don't be the white man talking about my black wife this, mm-hmm. my diversity committee that. Mm-hmm. And then when you go to the other promotion where obviously you're trying to give them the shine because you guys are up here. Again, 913,000 people watch the show compared to under 700,000 at the competition. Don't try and feed me diversity then when you're in an organization that is giving you 4 black men in the main event, the last the go home angle for next week's show, which is the go home show. It's for black motherfuckers. Do not tell me that Kenny Omega is interacting with the Good Brothers and Crazy Steve and what was that dude, Rob Swinger or whatever the fuck that man. Nah, Kenny Omega needs to be in the back talking about Jordans. He needs to be trying to figure out can he use Willie Mack. I need to see some type of interaction with him and the actual stars of the show, which are black professional wrestlers. If Don Callis, if you really about this life,
son, that's not gonna happen.
Black Lives Matter. They have to matter all the fucking time. They can't just matter when you guys are trying to show that you're diverse. This is the time where we talk about showing and proving, stepping up to the plate. What's the point then?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
What's the point?
Of all, it is very unrealistic to put these type of expectations. You set
right.
up. You pumping yourself up to get mad at it. We know it's not gonna happen.
No, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. But the thing is, if it was 4 white motherfuckers in the main event, we would expect that. We would say, "Oh shit, Sami Callihan's got the title match this weekend." Of course, Kenny. What? I look crazy because I'm expecting him to the champion deal with the champion.
Yo, it's a reason why motherfuckers been talking about this shit for forever. It's a reason why you never. Hold on, I'm getting there. It's a reason why you never saw that Michael Jordan LeBron tape. You see what I'm saying? Because if LeBron drops 20 on Jordan, it's a win for Braun. Even though I don't think it's gonna happen, you got somebody like Chris Bay that's in the J Cup. It's coming up. You know he's a shiner. You know he's gonna shine. You don't want him to shine on your shit, my nigga.
But no, I'm saying
is because if he shines off, you don't need that. So you're gonna keep this nigga away. You're gonna end up running a program with Kenny Omega and Ken Shamrock.
That's bullshit. Here's my thing.
I'm just saying.
All right, let me ask y'all a question seriously, because I don't want to get too down in the dumps and all this. Listen,
I think it's not gonna happen.
Hold on. So we got to start looking at, all right, what's the purpose of what they're doing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. Nobody in that company over there, nobody in Impact is going over on Kenny Omega. Whatever match they're doing, whatever. So, in my opinion, keep them niggas away from Kenny Omega.
You can't. Wait, fam. Do me a favor. Can you pull up Rock's? I want to read what Rock put in the comments.
Okay.
As the old man in the crew who remembers the territory days, Cal's 100% right. When Flair came to Florida, he had to see Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't seeing the United States champion or the TV champion, nothing like that.
Son.
I'm not saying.
All right, but hold on. Let me answer that though. Is when Flair and I'll ask Rock this too. When Flair went to Florida, when he went down to New Orleans and had to see Swagger Lee or JYD or any of them niggas, who won?
Flair won.
I don't want Kenny Omega going over on.
You don't want him to touch him at all.
No,
I'm not. But that's what I'm saying. They don't have to have a match. But you can't tell me that Kenny Omega is only going to be interacting with the Good Brothers and the fucking Sami Callihan and whatever other white people that aren't in that main event circle.
So you think the way that Chris Jericho had that interaction with Scorpio Sky?
Fuck that.
No, what I'm saying is you think that that's going to happen with Kenny Omega and Rich Homie Swan?
Trust me. I'm a realist. I know it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
What I'm saying is, if you're in an organization that puts itself on a pedestal for diversity, for black people, for women, for people who are held under, that's a requirement. If you're going to, if these niggas was going to anywhere else, if they were going to WWE, if the perfect example, if the Young Bucks AEW tag team champions go to the WWE and they're not interacting with the New Day or the Street Profits, y'all bullshit and you're showing your racism. Because these are the equivalents. I don't care. I don't need to see a match. I know I'm not going to see a match. I'm not going to see Chris Bay go over Kenny Omega. But if Kenny Omega is in this universe that they're building right now, they acknowledge WWE a little bit, but right now this universe is AEW, it's AAA, it's Japan, and it's Impact, and they have a relationship. If the top dog in AEW is going to Impact, he needs to interact with the top dog at Impact. It doesn't make any sense to me if I don't see that happen, especially if the main event of the pay-per-view next Saturday is between two niggas. Rich Homie Swan is a top dog at Impact. If he's not touching Kenny Omega in any situation at all, it's bullshit. And it's one of those things where I know you're probably bullshit, but you got to go on TV and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Fam, you think Kenny Omega is sharing TV time with Rich Homie Swan?
So first of all, that would be one of the worst promo.
I ain't asked you that. I ain't asked you that.
I think the extent of what we'll get is maybe passing in the hallway and Richie Homie Swan
holding the belt,
hold his belt up, and Kenny Omega looking like
you need that. You need that.
I think that is the most we would get. We may get that, we may not. But if you
don't get it, they're fucking bullshit. If you don't get that, they're whack.
They're already whack though.
No, but I'm saying that they're already whack. The reason that they're doing this is to try and pull them up out of the mud. Don't get it again. That's why I mentioned
you got Impact pulling AEW out the mud.
That's funny. That's funny. That's really funny. But you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't want people to get it twisted. I don't want people to think that because peace to Davis, but Davis is the one Tuesday or Wednesday night talking about AEW Impact merger. Stop it.
Not for a while, but I like to see that.
I saw a lot of people smoking that crack on the timeline as well, talking about they about to merge. Mark Cuban and them, I don't know if they're ready to buy in with TNT yet. They might, depend on what the number is and how COVID is looking, but I don't think that's going to be.
He don't have no ownership in TNT, does he? I mean,
in Impact.
Mark Cuban
on his TV.
I think. Well, if Cuban, I mean, it's one of those things where if Cuban has a stake in Access, he's got a stake in Impact.
They're gonna book that on AEW Dark is crazy.
It's facts. It's facts.
Brother Matt, you gotta wait. Hey, Brother Matt, you gotta wait for that to come on the screen.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I got the wrong chat up.
Piece of Zero. Zero said they're gonna book the whole thing, but that's probably realistically that's probably what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an AEW Dark situation. It might even be a Being the Elite situation. J-Bo said I could see them do it. Oh, but no. But this is my thing. This is my thing. My guy. Because don't forget, I watched Impact. That was a 2-hour show.
Is it 2 hours? I thought it was an hour.
That show felt long as fuck with some of the matches. Shouts out to Jazz. Shouts out to Jordan Grace. I love what they're doing with the Knockouts tag team shit. Again, you got main event and you got what they're doing with the women. Everything else on Impact, you can take that shit or leave that shit.
Oh, but Dave, what you got?
Impact is still owned by Anthem Sports. Again, they're on Access TV. And again, Steve Harvey is part of the ownership of Impact, if you remember that.
What's Mark Cuban's? Mark Cuban is a part of Access too, right?
He owns Access, not Anthem.
But that's what but still in all. At some point, Mark Cuban is going to have a big conversation when it comes to TNT.
Not necessarily. Again, if
who owns Anthem? Who owns Anthem Sports?
Anthem owns Anthem Sports.
Yes, it's like a sports group.
Uptown Anthem.
No, it's a broadcast company based in Toronto, Canada.
Peace to Tretch. Tretch just turned 50. Shouts out Jersey. Jersey Devils was popping.
No matter how
Come around the corner with my uptown bunch. Bet your bottom dollar that your bottom bump jumps. Give it up.
Talk
It's
about
the
it.
thing. I'm rapping for the rap.
I like that Math is doing the early 90s because that's how niggas rap.
Step it. Ain't
I
no enough
guess-
for the nigga enough of the rugged rough stuff, nigga. If you're tough, knuckle up. I cut your ass like glass, then blast you by the trash.
Pause,
After I
pause.
laugh, then I dash. You can't handle the scandal of an uptown vandal. I'm sorry.
I guess
Demonetized.
Ed
Shooting
Norholm.
at your toes,
is the
making
president.
sandals. I never.
You said Ed Norton?
Ed Norholm. not Ed
I
Norton.
was about to
Ed
say,
Norton
what
is
the
crazy.
hell
Like
is
the-
going on here?
The actor.
The
Fight
first
Club,
one.
nigga.
Sammy is legit 5'6". Swan. Swan is also darker than Sammy. But that was the point
That's
I was
what
making.
matters most.
I watched that whole Impact show. Rich Swann, the champion, was not mentioned at all until the very end of the show when he made the run-in. Sammy Callahan got more TV time on Impact. It should. What I'm saying is this. I understand. Benjamin Hayden. Steve Hardy sold enough suits with 67 buttons on them to buy a rest. In fact, he bought into it. Don't forget.
32 buttons you can't even see.
Don't forget. How often is Family Feud on TV though? This man is in super syndication. He did Zero Sad Math, did Rap Hands. He did all. But this is my point. I understand the game. Trust me. I've lived the game damn near 4 decades at this point. I get what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come to the table talking to me, Jesus Christ, you come to the table talking to me about
Jesus.
all right,
Christ.
wait, hold up, because I don't think people realize, and I've never told Math this before. It's kind of just like an unspoken rule. If we drinking on the pod and Math pour a shot, I feel like I need to pour a shot as well.
He's supposed to be drinking too.
I've never felt that stupid before.
It's not stupid. You know what?
I
It's
gotta
not-
go to work tomorrow, nigga.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna be here working. It's a thing. It's quarantine. I'm about to be right on my couch later on. So fuck that shit.
Hey,
Get
listen,
a
I
shot.
give pound to my man with my right hand, and
And drink the Sprite with my left hand. Touch the button when I don't want to hear nothing.
That's good.
let
That's
it
good.
go when I want to hear something.
This is how we go when we in the studio with
Yo,
freestyle. With
hold up.
Sprite.
Actually, Davis has another stat that I think is really interesting.
Let's go.
Well, like I was trying to say before, Math kept going on and on.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
but that
That's
anthem,
your birthday, nigga.
It was no Tresh legit turned 50 the other day. Shouts out to that nigga. Let me find
You
a
know who
picture of me
Tresh
and
is,
him.
Davis?
The one time
we
I-
talked about him like a couple weeks ago about like the movie and all that. But
Let me find the image of
What
me
movie?
and Tresh. Yeah, what
Oh,
movie?
shit,
Go
what was the
ahead,
movie?
Dave. What you got?
What
It's
movie?
I know it's I
All
forget the
right, all right.
I'll look back, but Anthem has acquired majority stakes in Access with Mark Cuban and AEG retaining minority stakes. That was in September of last year. So that's what I mean. I don't think Mark Cuban would have that much of an input. He just owns the network, not the company that the network's on. I mean,
What
not the
I'm
company that houses the network.
What? All right. A, how much money does Mark Cuban have? B, Mark Cuban still owns the Dallas Maverick.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to be a huge conflict, but TNT on NBA or NBA on TNT, however the shit is worded, there has to be a conversation.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he'd be smart to be like, all right, this minuscule network that he has access again, it shows concerts and
Don't look,
shitty movies and houses Impact Wrestling.
Davis,
And it was famous for showing New Japan matches every once in a while, but
Davis, how many TV stations do you own?
none.
Hey, yo.
You cannot say
Hey, yo, this is
minuscule.
wild.
You can't say minuscule. You can't.
Hold
I
on,
get
hold
it,
on.
but you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yo,
Hey, yo, this is wild over here.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Peace to Vaughn. Wait, Vaughn, you drinking Zima?
No,
Who is drinking
No.
Zima?
drip.
this is
Drip ain't
a
drinking.
slanderous accusation. Yeah, yo, Zoe, you might Need a 12 step, yo.
Zell ain't drinking with us.
I see, yeah, he is. Every time I
No,
see
he ain't.
him in town, every time I see that nigga, he drinking.
He's from uptown. This
Something
wild.
heavy proof. Something heavy proof. Until I say, hey Zell, I seen you smiling in them pictures the other day too, boy. You
Hey yo, niggas thought Zell was the kid.
Wait, I forgot about that. Wait, Zell. Hold up.
Don't do it.
I'm not mad.
Nah,
Don't show it.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna show it. I'm trying to find something else. But this is the thing. Monday Night Raw was on, and when I turned, I hit Instagram. I saw two things. The first thing I saw was Funkmaster Flex getting like 4 fucking containers of blood and fat pulled out of his body, and he's joking with the shit. Shouts out to Flex for being a good sport. The other thing I saw,
Flex got his body dead.
He got his body dead. He looking right for the summer. For somebody. I can't even make that joke. The other thing I saw that night, and I love seeing people with their family. It's the holidays, you know. You're supposed to get with your family, but I didn't know who the daddy was because it looked like a mama and all the kids, and that's not. Look. I
was happy, yo.
There's a reason why I got a hat on. It's not always because of promotion. Like, look, niggas is going through it. Niggas get old and shit happens. You know what I'm saying? This man is not too far from me, and he looked like he was ready for Christmas. Flex about to start selling the flat tummy tea.
That's disgusting.
Yo, go get all of this hot 97. Flex. I'm trying to say, get your body right. You know what I'm saying? Get your body right, like me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna turn to the side. You want to see everything? It's great, man. Be clear.
I interviewed Tretch in an interview that never came out, and we talked about Tupac, and that man damn near cried. I can't find the fucking picture.
I'm not mad at that. That's his man.
He came in with the burgundy fur on too, with a hat to match.
You ain't say a word about it.
No, what am I gonna say?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying nothing about it either. I'm not saying nothing about it either.
Tupac said some shit about his mans, and he stole on him. Here we go. The one now, mind you, I'm also taller than Tretch. This happened though.
Yo, that's crazy.
That
ain't no fur.
It's a something. It's a something.
It's a fox.
That's you can't see the hoodie that I have
on his back.
Now you can't see the shoe. I might have had on shoes that low-key matched his fur, but the hoodie I had on is a bit. It's a big L hoodie that I don't have that shit.
You was leaning.
Nah. Look at this shit. That's a lean.
No, you was leaning. You taller than that, nigga.
Nah, I'm taller than him. That's the thing. But you know what it is? He's been in the gym more than me. You know what I'm saying?
But you was leaning. You was.
Darren, wait, Darren, shut the fuck up. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not gonna say you right or wrong, but don't do that.
Hey, yo, after you get your fat tummy tea, listen to my man the finisher. You listen to my man if you go over there.
That's fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so all that to say, I'm assuming niggas is still gonna get shitted on whenever Omega goes to Impact. It is what it is. We'll talk about it next week.
Mm-hmm.
Wait on that. Something that Rock mentioned earlier about the reason why AEW had such a big advantage rating-wise over NXT. Mind you, NXT's got a pay-per-view Sunday. I don't know if we're even going to get into that this week, but that's stupid. Rock said that shit look like Silky Johnson coat. That's accurate.
I bet you won't say that to him, right?
Darren, you got to shut the fuck up though. We can't.
Hey, Cal, it ain't been on the screen yet, nigga.
It's fine. Don't put it on the screen. Don't put it on the screen. Don't even do that. Don't even acknowledge it. I'm just trying to let Darren know you need to chill. You need to chill. Anyway, you need to chill. Rock mentioned that the idea of Sting showing up on
Drip, you got something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that Tretch is listed at 5'10". So if Cal's 6 foot or 6'1".
Wait. Math, how tall are you?
He's 6'3".
I'm a giant.
Wait. You math is what, 6'1", 6'2"? You're a couple inches taller.
I'm 6 foot 6'1".
Yeah, because he has that drop that says that 6'1".
Now, this is the weird internet portion.
Drip.
I was gonna say
you played the drop on the show.
Yeah, he's a stat man. Yo, he's a stat man. I ain't gonna let y'all do that. He's a stat man. He give y'all a stat. And you can't clown him for this. I mean, you can clown him.
But wait,
yo, cut that shit out, Dempsey.
The way that shit works with the three of us. I've never been in the same room with Brother Fan before. Mm-hmm. I've been around Brother Math once. Brother Math was in the area and he had some product to drop off.
Wait.
We're talking about hoodies and we're talking about merchandise. We're not talking about.
I told y'all niggas.
Appreciate that. The one time me and Brother Math were around each other, Brother Math definitely was taller than me. Not by much, but I was surprised. Math really is like low. Like I've always, and I never look at myself as like a big dude or whatever. Like, but like I can understand how people can see me as like as an imposing figure. But Math is taller than me. You know what I'm saying? So
don't run up on me. Don't run up on me out here.
No. Fact. PSA. Shit ain't sweet around here. I'm gonna tell you this: if you got beef with Math and you trying to run up on him, you better have something on the hip. Facts. You better have a squad or something with you if you're really trying to do something.
Don't run up on my cousin either. I'm telling you.
No, fact. Look, don't do it. I'm just saying, don't do it. Don't even try and think about doing it.
Catfishing each other is crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dempsey, I ain't sending you shit.
That's very funny.
Dempsey Wilder, yo. Shouts out to Dempsey.
That is very funny.
Dominic said flipping them birds. Facts. You know what? Again, it's product. It's whatever it is. Whatever you think it is.
Hey, nigga, ain't we got speaking of them birds, ain't we supposed to raffle?
We got a giveaway. Let's do the giveaway right. Giveaway.
Nah. We still got more show. Nah, relax. There's still a little bit more show left.
So weird, Dempsey. I might have to fight you in real life.
Facts.
I might have to square up.
Hey, Dempsey, I know your address, nigga.
I was saying all this to say if Brother Math is a good 6'1", I'm short as shit. I gotta shoot. In fact, again, you better have something on the holster. You better have something.
Don't run up on me. That's a fact.
Shout
Zoe
out
from the city, so I know Zoe got a burn.
Don't say it. Yeah, what are you talking about? What are you talking? Edit that out. We gonna edit that out later. Don't worry about
Facts.
it. What I'm saying is, I'm a cool 5'11", 6 foot on my good days. Brother Math got to be 6'2". So that means Tretch 5'10".
5'10".
Easy, right? He might have had boots on that day too.
And nigga had stilettos on.
No, I ain't say all that.
You gonna say that's what you gonna say about Trek? Hey, yo, Pep, you wanna wear them right now, or can I wear them?
The sad part is,
can I wear them?
Yo, Pepper, like, yo, you got my boots, nigga.
I can't find my boots. Where them shits at? Where you was at last night, yo? Oh, wait. Shouts out to Jason's lyric.
Like, yo, Trench, where you was at last night? I was chilling with the chili villain.
he was busting that ass out by the dumps is what he was doing. Wait, no, wait, fam, put up what Rock said.
Oh boy.
Damn. Are we gonna?
That's where we going.
So disrespectful.
First of all,
Davis ain't gonna be by itself because his OGs done taught him better than that.
Who is OGs?
Yeah.
Are you going to say something on that, man?
What? No, I'm not saying anything on that. I told you. I told him. I'm not speaking on that shit no more.
You sound like you want to though. This is what
nope,
I'm saying.
No, I don't want to say shit.
That's twice tonight where you've almost.
I'm gonna be honest, Zell. I don't even know if I want to post that, nigga.
Don't do it. If you say that, don't do it.
I don't even.
Leave that right there.
Some comments are too real.
Yeah. I'm not by myself, am I, nigga? If I posted the man, you wild.
Yeah, shout out to Banks headline. It's crazy.
Wait, no, but
that wasn't on the screen yet, nigga.
I'm gonna say this. Banks. You can't stand next to somebody and then not put them on. Like if you're going to be affiliated, you got to share game. You have to. If you're going to break bread, again, it's not a relaxed back. Look.
Don't ever shoot at nobody you love with an audience.
My family. Again, brother. I don't use those terms. I don't have blood brothers, but
oh my god, yo, if y'all see Zell, I'm not posting this stuff, Zell.
You can't.
You are wilding in the chat.
Do that, Zell. You might need to delete some of that shit. I'm sorry.
Zell,
All I wanted to say is,
baby, what is you?
Family is family. All right. If you're gonna stand next to a man and break bread with a man, you gotta also impart that knowledge. You can't shoot with this man, and then when it's time to help them learn about themselves. Look, if Brother Mav said, "Look, Cal, you fucking up, my guy. Here's why."
Like, Cal, stop saying what's on the screen before it's on the screen.
Let me know.
Yo,
dead ass. Let me know.
We argue all the time.
That's the fact.
We argue all the time. And shit.
You can't do 200 some episodes and not have some friction going on, or at least some type of confrontation with people.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring the nigga on? Do you want to bring the nigga on the screen?
Okay.
Who? Which one?
This nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks surprised. He's like,
hold on, nigga.
He like the nigga on the news. You came to him early. Yeah, Tom.
Well, you know what it is, because that's what people want. You feel what I'm saying? People want the drama. People want the drama. And this is the thing. At the end of the day, this is a pod that we're doing every week. There's a reason why there's certain people around. I can't get too concerned with, I don't want to call it nonsense, but there are levels of care with certain things. Like at a certain point, if it's not real, if it's not real criticism or real animosity, that shit gets knocked down a couple of pegs, because there's a show to do this week. There's a show to do next week. Like, we have to move on. And that's why I'm saying if this man, if this man has an issue with me, I'd rather him tell me something so we could then fix it and move on. I can't be concerned with people who are outside of our circle. You feel what I'm saying? And I think there's a lot of conversation that happens, and without getting too deep, it's hard to tell for me what's jest and what's reality.
But it's never all jest, Cal.
That's why it's difficult because the way people speak. The one thing that I appreciate out of everything that, the conversation specifically between me and Matt, the one thing I always appreciate that he says is, Cal, the way you talk offline and off the show is the way that you talk online and on the show. Like there's no difference. And I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but there's a lot of people who talk king shit when they're in a certain circle. But when the lights is on and when the cameras is on and the record is on, it's a different situation. This is me. If this mic was off, this is still me. You know what I'm saying? And because I don't know y'all and I don't know where y'all are coming from, it's hard to tell. And it's why we move cautiously. It's why we move carefully. But it's also why there's a certain, like there's a barrier. There's a space in between how much people get and how much investment of time there is in some of the bullshit. Because there's some of y'all in the chat right now might want to shoot a motherfucker on some real shit. Y'all might want to go bang, some MC8 shit to a motherfucking cranium. I don't want to be the guy getting prematurely murked.
Message.
I also don't want to spend a lot of time trying to figure out who's real and who's fugazi. That's why I preach, if you're standing next to a person, man, woman, child, whatever, you got to keep it all the way real. And you got to let that person know.
I don't like this nigga.
No, I love it. Again, Barry Horowitz, pre-production is a motherfucker. Like there's reasons why we take time out to do certain things and have certain conversations. But there is a show to do. Wait, what Dempsey say?
Oh.
Pull that up. Pull Dempsey's comment up.
Stop it.
Nah, pull Creek. Wait. All right. Dempsey said I get threats from.
What's up, Creek?
Every time I pull up, I said, Dempsey, stay chill. But wait, Creek. I want to know, Creek, is you good?
Is Creek good?
Oh yeah,
Facts.
That's
that. No, because
that's real shit.
That's what I'm talking about. That's real life where some shit happens and it's me or it's whoever the fuck is on the other side of this situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know who's real. I don't like playing internet games with people. I don't like having these internet conversations with people. Let me shut up.
Nah, you don't. You have to understand. Like everybody ain't. We not all internet niggas.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Got life.
Certain
Brother
shit.
Fan said yo, so that's why I said shut up.
Certain shit that niggas say, like yo, do not ever, never invite me to your dick, fam.
Facts.
That's not what it is.
Huh. This one left. I was actually saying yo because Dempsey, I'm laughing at these niggas.
What I'm saying, yo, all that fly shit, I'm all for.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with the jokes, but don't make me hop out that whole what you know what I mean? Like it's Groundhog Day, my nigga.
Facts.
It's not like yo, you can't play with everybody. So when I see this nigga out here talking, you have to understand that. And no, I'm not OG and I'm not big brother, I'm not dadding you. I'm not gonna do that shit. I told you I'm not gonna do that shit. But you have to understand there's certain people that you can say certain shit to. But not everybody is playing no game.
Right. Not everybody's on this joke shit.
So when you joking, make sure the next man joking too.
Right.
Mhm.
So, do we have some more wrestling to get?
No,
Look, all right,
this
look,
is niggas from a wrestling perspective.
look. I'm gonna say
Ain't got
that was
no
the
wrestling to talk about. Fuck this shit.
wait, Drip. What you got to say?
I said, do you want to talk about the NXT
No,
new additions with Desmond Xavier and Ariel
Wait.
Howard? I think.
No, wait.
fuck that
Shouts
pay per
out.
view, J-Bo. The fuck you mean?
So there's a pay per view this weekend. Is a great comment though. That's a great callback. But Desmond Xavier. I know Banks has been on his pedestal all week talking about how he's been hyping Desmond Xavier. I think a lot of us have been.
Hey yo, hold on. Right. All right. So I think my life is a bunch of movie quotes.
Mhm.
When Rock posted
Same.
this, I heard the mayor. Those who do know won't say. And those who won't say don't know.
Don't know. Now give me a Miller High Life.
with a
Face
Miller
ass.
for $1.
Miller High Life off in this funky joint.
Coochie King Rock says, "Real knows real, and those that know." Joshy 5000. Shouts out to you. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't have OGs. They don't have people that are like, "Yo, this is the way."
Oh, we all found out a bunch of hard. We all found out a lot of stuff the hard way. That's how I go.
Yeah,
A lot of us did, but a lot of us did because we ain't have
facts.
actual dads and actual like family members to show us the way. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Niggas need a goddamn what's the Mandalorian? This is
big facts. Nah, but peace to Desmond Xavier. How do you pronounce homegirl's name?
I think it was
Ariel?
Ariel Howard. Yeah.
I want to say Ariel, but there's an N in there, so I don't know how to. Anriel.
and Ariel probably sound more.
Ariel makes
probably,
sense.
yeah, it sounds like somebody went to school with you.
Facts.
Ariel was
Facts.
fighting in the hallway. Like, nah.
Anriel bust her ass. Yo, Anriel had grabbed a weave and busted shit out
He
of
was
it.
like, "Can I touch your hair?" Yeah. After I touch yours, like, you know that.
But yeah, they made it to. Desmond was
No.
part of-
Hold on. No, Rock. All right. So I wasn't calling you the mayor, but your quote reminded me of the mayor.
Rock, you the man.
Like, yeah, no. If I call you old, it's gonna be funny. That wasn't.
Rock drink his beer out of paper bags. Is all I'm saying.
So, see now, Cal. Now, Cal.
No, wait, Rock. I want you to know it's all love. It's one of those things where
just enough.
it shouldn't be said. It really shouldn't be said. But if I'm gonna take a shot at you like that, I know it's because I'll take a. You can throw one back at me, and it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. But
Anriel Howard is her name, I believe. Anriel. Yeah.
Desmond Xavier.
She played at Texas A&M and Mississippi State and was drafted by the Seattle Storm last year by the WNBA.
She gonna be wrestling, or she gonna be an Asia Pereira?
She has no prior wrestling experience, so who knows?
Who knows?
So, congratulations to I guess not so long she's gonna be Pereira, but
yeah, she might be.
Leandra, yep.
Smith.
Ajan what's the North American champion?
Leon Ruff.
Yeah, my nigga Leon Ruff. You know what I'm saying? She about to, you know what I mean? Now, here's my question. Are they gonna work that in the TV? Because
Zell ain't drinking with us.
Not drinking with us. I
Zell
don't know
ain't
if they're
drinking
gonna
with
work
us,
that in
and I
TV.
doubt it.
Did they mention that on TV? I didn't watch NXT.
I don't know,
this week.
but they mentioned it on their socials.
On the socials, right?
Yeah, there's a picture
better
of
not
her
be
like in her
sure.
ref gear, holding the finger up. You know what I'm saying? And
So do you think that if she refs the triple threat match on Sunday, maybe she does maybe she helps him win type of thing?
I'm with it.
No, I'm just saying that'd be like a way to introduce it is what I'm saying. If they're all in on them together, but again, she's probably just most likely going to stick as a ref.
I think that sounds great. I don't think that's actually going to happen. Joshy 500 said 5,000 said Black Love and getting promoted on WWE TV.
Actually, if anybody's going to talk about Black Love, WWE is normally the first. Shout out to Bianca Belair and her husband Ken.
But wait, and Jersey Devil. Like I said, I tried to make sure I watch all my wrestling this week. I finally watched Jersey's own Liv Morgan's Live Forever doc.
Oh God.
It reminded, because this is about a year ago when Bobby Lashley and Lana was in that whole situation, and watching the night that Liv got to be involved in that, and at first I noticed that it looked like Bobby Lashley had a bunch of he had some type of eyebrow pencil. Like his eyebrows look mad defined in that shit. And then when you look at Lana's face, and Lana's face had a whole like Republican voting block of black brown makeup across that shit. It's inspiring documentary, but the fact that I got to see Lana with that bullshit on her face again, priceless. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do Black Love though because of that, because it's always a black man in some other bullshit. It's a testament to how good MVP is that Bobby Lashley is where he is right now. People ain't even thinking about this shit, and it wasn't even a year ago. It wasn't even a full year ago.
Yeah.
Shouts out Liv Morgan though. Shouts out Elmwood Park, New Jersey. Shouts out to them for doing a whole doc on Liv Morgan and not mentioning your man's fake rapper.
Outstanding.
Lashley had on Fenty Beauty. Shouts out Mac Lowe. I mean, amazing. He had on the fucking the blazer with no fucking sleeves on. No, Darren, that Bobby Lashley definitely had makeup on. That nigga had a whole. He at least had he looked like he had foundation and some type of eyebrow pencil. Yo, Zero, don't do that. Don't do that. Liv Mom was crazy. Liv Mom, she said it was 7 of them. Don't do this.
You gotta get this nigga out.
You gotta take that shit off the screen.
I don't want no mullions over here.
You gotta take that off the screen. Vaughn said I did this for the culture. Facts. But wait, Vaughn, where you at in Jersey? Let me know where you at in Jersey. I want to know where in Jersey you are.
I know wherever he at, he ain't drinking with us.
Facts. I need to know where Vaughn's is in Jersey. Shit. Wait, all right. I have to address something on the podcast. We talk about black folks, and after this, we can get to because there's a pay-per-view on Sunday. I don't know if it's about to be a Zoom. Yes, NXT Takeover.
That shit.
NXT Takeover War Games is this Sunday. Right. Well, that's the problem. There was so much AEW.
Is the niggas wrestling?
I don't know. There was so much AEW and NXT or AEW and Impact talk that WWE kind of gets pushed to the side. But I have to say this. We recorded episode 200 before Survivor Series. Mm-hmm. Survivor Series in that week, I'm not going to front. I avoided. It was so much pro wrestling that we talked about that because we did 2 whole episodes. There was a bunch of shit going on.
Hold on. What you got, Drip?
That Leon Ruff, to answer Matt's question, is defending the North American title in a triple threat match. But don't forget about the raffle.
What raffle?
Wait, we doing the giveaway? Giveaway!
We got a raffle. Holy shit.
Wait, one of the names came out. Giveaway! We about to do a giveaway right now?
Are we doing a giveaway right now?
Hold on. Finish your thought first.
You had a thought?
What's my thought? My thought? What was the thought?
Jesus Christ.
Yo.
Wait, all right, yeah. All right. I didn't well, hold up. Before we even get to that, I didn't realize that at Survivor Series that Manute Swole, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize that Manute Swole got a name. Zero said Bobby was wearing a Virgil suit jacket. That's facts. Without the fucking sequins, without the bling on that shit.
Speaking of Virgil,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Nah, but I didn't realize that y'all both did this shit. That's funny. That's family shit. I didn't realize that Manute Swole got a name. His name
Virgil Jr. Oh,
Big
his
Virgil.
name is Jordan.
Mike Jones 004. Oh,
Hold up. I'm gonna try it.
that's the nigga name.
That is his name, Dominique.
No,
That's
Manute
Manute is the
Swole.
nigga name.
Manute Swole is his name. His given name is Jordan Amagbaheen. Wait, hold up. His actual given name is put Von. Nah, we can't do that yet.
I thought you was gonna bring your man's in there
This is
to pronounce it.
wait, Drip. What?
Yeah,
Drip.
yeah. How you say that, Drip?
Drip.
Yeah,
What's his name? What's his no, Drip,
What's
don't
his
tell
name?
me Jordan. What's his name? What's his
Yeah,
name?
It sounds like it's
Trisca.
Yeah, what's his name? What's his name?
I know.
I'll say, if you shut the fuck up, I'll say it.
Tuesday. What's his name?
It's all right. Again, I can't say names, so it's like Tololope Amabahin as
Yeah.
Kyle kind of said it.
I think
Tololope.
it's because he's Nigerian American, so who knows? He was born in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah, he's apparently only 25 or 26. Yeah.
Yeah, he was born in '94, but I guess online. I don't know where Jordan came from.
I ain't gonna lie. He didn't look shook. He looked down at the paper and he shot for the stars.
You just gotta say it.
Yeah,
That's the
shout out.
thing.
Shout
That's that shit. You just gotta say the shit. That's the first point.
out. Good call.
Rock, you're not wrong. I was about to fuck his name all the way.
No,
That's
hold
why. Look,
Hold on.
Rock. That's why we have Mac Lowe said Drip gonna fuck around and say that we're trying to read his
like
shit.
James,
Facts.
tall nigga. I don't know what the nigga name is.
There's a lot. That's the line. Like where Rock says, "I'm about to fuck his name up." That's why we have Drip. So like, look, Drip, just try and do it. Just try and do it. Jordan, almost.
The John Andre.
Shouts out to Giant Andre.
For the week.
I didn't realize, like, nigga said Wizard Kelly. That's funny. Shouts out, Vaughn. I didn't realize that around Survivor Series, I guess they had started calling this man Almost. I didn't realize it until I actually watched Raw this past Monday. Wow, Banks, you forever wilding. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Wallen, for Wallen's sake. Like,
Fact. He wake up wilding. I didn't realize that they had started calling this man Almost until I heard Riddle say it on Raw this past Monday, and I had to do a little research. It's almost the name.
Almost here, bro.
In fact, no, that's accurate. That's accurate. Are we cool with Almost? Is that the name?
Black Rock, that's pretty good.
Rock would say Black John Stud.
That's
No. Black John Stud is my cousin.
Rock would say Black John Stud. That's DeAndre the Giant. Dominique. That's fact.
The
DeAndre
Giant Andre. Dominique Googled the Giant Andre.
Don't you do it. That match.
No, wait. I'm gonna say this. Subscribe to Black Rasslin on YouTube because once I get this laptop situation sorted, We're gonna react to some John Andre shit because that man, whatever federation he's in,
Yo, John Andre looked like my favorite TV father. What's his name, yo? The ball father.
the ball father,
Yeah, you know all the ball boys.
Lamar Ball.
Yeah,
Play the kid. Play the clip.
that was that little. That's little nigga ball.
Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass.
John Andre. That's how the John Andre match looked right there.
Facts.
It was like,
He looked like
and he
LeVar.
told John Andre.
Beat that nigga ass.
That was John Andre right there.
John Andre got his Monday Night Raw debut. That's hilarious. That nigga's in the NBA.
All of them.
All of them. All three of them, right? Wow. Are those sneakers still available? Can you cop Big Baller sneakers right now?
Why would you?
Can you get them repaired still?
Wait.
Can you wear them in the rain?
I'm gonna say, why would you is a question we might want to save for next week.
Imagine you outside. I'm gonna punch this thing in his mouth. Imagine. Hold on.
Yeah. This nigga is wilding, yo. Look at this thing.
Who did that? Who did that? Who fucking? I need.
Hey, yo, imagine Mav. Oh, imagine Mav got somebody to do that shoddy piece of editing.
Hey, hold up, because I hold up. Because the funniest thing that happened this week that was not pro wrestling related was.
Yo, don't play that.
I don't know what Math was laughing at, but the fucking look, that's the funniest meme. I've been trying to share. We're gonna make that shit a meme by the end of the year.
Oh man,
I do not give a fuck.
Hey, yo, that might be the tweet of the night.
Yo, Gumbo on the pole match is crazy.
I saw Buddy Rogers wrestle for a Gumbo part of the pole.
Oh, let's get the
But
fuck
we're
out
not
of
gonna
here,
stand for this old nigga slander unless it's
Wait,
that was
we got pay per view. We doing it. What we doing?
We're definitely not picking that. We're not picking. We don't know these niggas.
I don't know nobody in there, but I do.
You know, Michael P.S. Hayes and Stone Cold Doppelganger is fighting.
I'm gonna say Michael. When I saw Michael P.S. Hayes walk out in the Live Forever doc, I was like, nah, because he's still 2019. He still got the fucking fanny pack on. He dressed like a whole pimp, but he got the leather fanny pack on. I can't do it. But one thing I did want to mention before we get out of here, Undertaker just celebrated 30 years as an Undertaker in the WWE. Because we're all men of a certain age, Sting was a thing around the time the Undertaker was debuting, right? Man, shouts out, peace of Dominique for making it through to the YouTube this week. But I mean, I saw there was a lot of back and forth about this. Shouts out to Stat Guy Greg. If Undertaker was getting these jokes about being an old nigga at the club, Sting's got to get these jokes too, right?
Same one, same energy, same nigga.
Big facts. What you about to say, man?
Sting's last match
Was bullshit.
was it as bad as Taker's?
He got fucked up in that last one, right?
Yeah,
That wasn't his fault. That was old.
that was
That
Seth
was your
Rollins'
man.
fault.
Yeah,
Wait.
Seth.
Peace to Becky Lynch for taking the maternity photos with the Black Lives Matter hat on. It was like Ryan stoned out, but shit, shouts to her. Shouts to her for doing it. Shouts to her for even having the foresight to be like, yo, let me make sure that y'all see.
Y'all don't think I'm his last girlfriend.
Huh.
Upgrade.
The Nazi.
Giveaways. No, we're not doing that yet. But that one, and again, it kind of brings it back to Rock's point from earlier, right? Like Sting being on TNT for the first time in what, 19 years, something like that, whatever the time frame was, might even be more, 20 years. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. Sting being on a wrestling show on TNT after decades or whatever the fuck. But Drip, how old is Sting at this point? Give me some stats on that. I want to know when Sting's last match was and how old Sting is. Like, are we... Sting signed a multi-year contract?
That's the wild part.
What are people expecting from this? Y'all trying to see Sting fight?
No.
Well, they got to do it once.
With who?
No, he's
Darby
not fighting.
Allin?
I mean...
He squared up with Darby Allin.
He did.
Was his last match bad?
His last match was with Seth Rollins when he broke his back, right?
Was it bad?
Broke it. I don't remember. It didn't look good, but I don't know if it was Sting's fault.
It was Seth's fault. It was totally Seth's fault.
So it was better than Taker's.
Well, if Taker's last match was the if you're counting
not the movie,
because that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's Taker's last match,
right?
That wasn't a match.
Was Taker's last match before that Goldberg?
Yes.
Oh, so you're gonna count the Saudi bag? The Saudi bag doesn't count.
It has
How?
to. It was his match.
It was a match.
Saudi bag don't count.
The Saudi bag counts because if Taker had a good match in Saudi Arabia, he would have retired off that. There was a reason why he made sure he had the Boneyard match. It was because the Saudi bag was such a... He felt disgusted at the fact that these could be... Like, the last series of matches weren't up to his par.
Saudi bag don't count because everybody says that Shawn Michaels stayed retired except for the Saudi bag. The Saudi bag don't count, yo.
Well, all right. Drip,
so Roman Reigns.
I was gonna say, Drip, do me a favor. What was his last? Was Roman Reigns the last match?
Roman Reigns.
Damn, was that was when we started potting? That was maybe a year after.
No, yeah, that was what 2 years after, right?
What was that belt that? What was that?
That was 33.
That belt that what's his name won over there?
Braun Strowman.
The LeBron Green Saudi belt that he won?
Saudi bag belt.
Wait, what Brock said? This nigga neck being held together with old... Wait, all right. I see mad jokes about Sting's equilibrium being held together with fucking juicy fruit.
Hey, yo.
Which is facts.
Yo, whatever holding Sting's neck together is holding Sting's hair on top of his head, too.
Darren's right though. I think
I'm out of here,
because I talked to Roman November 2019, or maybe July 2019, whatever that situation was. But the whole thing was Roman had beat him at that one show, but then they were the yard dogs or whatever the fuck they were called when he was able to. That's what it was. The whole situation was he beat him that one year at WrestleMania, but they were aligning to beat whoever the fuck they were fighting at that point. Wait. All right. Joshy 5000 says the Saudi bag equals Tyson Roy Jones. We can't mention Tyson Roy. All right. Is Nate Robinson okay?
It depends on who you ask. That nigga can't go back to the NBA games at all.
Was he balling?
No.
He had been retired or at least been out the game, right?
I ain't gonna say been, but
he out the game now.
He's out of the league now. That nigga, the nigga gonna tweet before. This is for all my NBA brothers and sisters and representatives.
I saw that.
Yo, if you saw niggas lives, yo, Iman Shumpert
Facts.
had me crying. Steven Jackson
Right.
had me
High as fuck.
crying. Yo, just go to YouTube and search NBA players' response to Nate Robinson.
Damn. The memes were crazy. They had Simba. Simba was pushing on that motherfucker while I was laying down. Yeah, it was a lot.
Mhm.
It was a lot. But yeah, I think Sting signing a multi-year deal feels like a lot. I don't know what's the point. What's the point of Sting joining AEW in 2020?
Because I don't think WWE will clear him.
Well, and that was the thing. The one thing Meltzer talked about outside of Pat Patterson was because there was a couple months back where the all the Sting merch got pulled from the WWE shop. I remember that being a thing, and people being like, "Oh shit, what does that mean? What does that mean?" Meltzer was saying that when that happened, the conversations between Sting and AEW probably started picking up because they are the one thing I noticed was not only was the pop online big for Sting, but shout out to Pro Wrestling Tees, they had all the merch ready. And from what I saw a tweet where they were saying that the Sting merch was the most popular in 24 hours out of all the merch they've ever sold, which is not a surprise. But Meltzer was saying that they did. Winter is coming, Sting debuting. The thought was they were getting ready for Christmas. That was the big merch push, was because Sting came out there with the official like AEW tagged Sting T-shirt under the fucking cloak that he had on with the goddamn bat. Is Sting wrestling at some point?
Yes.
Who? Darby Allin?
Probably. But the alternative is Sting coming here to cut promos?
He's got to talk at some point. He's got to have a conversation with these people.
Hey, Drip, who you think he's here to wrestle?
It's obviously Cody. Cody's probably got like he probably looked up to him watching WCW back in the 90s and again, dusting him in the early 90s. Because Cody has an ego.
Well, they were saying,
did Sting wrestle Triple H?
Yeah.
I'm going to dip for a second, but Meltzer said that Cody said that Sting is his favorite wrestler. So I think, I don't know why, but it's some nostalgia shit. But I'll be right back.
Yo,
what you about to say, man?
Nothing.
Outstanding. The nigga Sting really came in there dressed up. It came in the 80s and 90s dressed up like Don Cornage and really and screamed at niggas and really thought that was like niggas really that got over. I don't
Surfer Sting.
Yeah, sir. I don't think Sting.
He was never good.
Sting was never great, I think is what it was. Sting was good. He was a good face.
When?
He was a great face in WCW.
When was he good?
He was a good face in as Surfer Sting.
He was okay. You know what I'm saying? He had great opposition.
That's fair. He's Undertaker. He is as good as his dance partner, and he was booked. When he was booked great, he was booked really, really good. And that's the same thing for Taker.
You think he was as good as his dance partner? I think Undertaker might have been as good as his dance partner.
The matches were as good as Sting's dance partner.
So we have what? Nikita Koloff, right? Vader. Muda. Rick Rude. Ric Flair.
I'll tell you what else I'll take over with Sting. I'll take over Taker is I like those feuds better, especially like the Koloff stuff. I I like those feuds, like the week to week on TV was better than a lot of the bills that you were getting from Taker matches, because Taker did a bunch of the mystic, you know what I mean?
That
The
shit was
power
whack.
stuff. I mean, not when we were watching it, it wasn't whack then.
When?
We were fucking kids back then. But
Well, you mean like funeral home Taker?
Right.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
But I think the one thing, Matt, that you mentioned was like you spanned a lot of years. Like you mentioned Flair, and then you mentioned Rick Rude. Like those were different eras. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
Ric Flair put like no disrespect to Sting, but Flair put Sting on.
Correct.
And then there were years, and then Sting was accomplished enough to say, okay, I can now have a credible feud with the Rick Rude. It took a couple of years in between. Regardless, though, we were little niggas when Sting and Undertaker were debuting, specifically. Like Taker literally celebrated 30 years. Think of 1990.
When
was he great?
Who?
Either. Sting was
Undertaker,
never great.
All right. This the thing. And mind you,
we had 215.
Nigga, you the one asking questions.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up.
That's facts.
Remind nigga. By the way, make it quick.
Please talk to your cousin. Please talk to your cousin. But my thing is this. If Undertaker debuted in 1990, that was November of 1990. All right? Let's keep it a buck. Mean Mark Cowles was a thing, but Undertaker didn't start until Survivor Series 1990. Sting was a NWA WCW champion by that point. Because 89 to 91, I was focused. We talked about this with Semper Vivi. Great American Bash 1990 was Sting versus Flair. That whole year, it was Sting had the match at the Clash of Champions. Sting got fucked up. There was that one in Corpus Christi. 4 Horsemen beat Sting down. His leg was fucked up. Remember, Capital City, the whatever the Capital City pay-per-view was. Sting had to have RoboCop because that nigga still had a whole brace on his leg. Like, Sting was fucked up for a minute. And Great American Bash was a time where Sting actually got that title. He had the American flag. He was MAGA Sting. He got the title from Flair. He was a world champion before Undertaker debuted in the WWE.
What I asked you, Cal?
What you asked me?
What I asked you and my cousin was, when were they great?
That was what I was getting to.
My cousin said never.
If you're going, great is an interesting word.
You saying great in ring? No, great pro wrestlers. Both of them, yes.
When Sting didn't say anything.
When Sting, no. Before then, when Surfer Sting worked from underneath with all of those established niggas that was that were supposed to be beating him up, the niggas like Vader and the legends like Flair, and him overcoming that, he was booked great, so he was a great pro wrestler.
So we're gonna say from like 90 to 90.
Great.
89, 90.
But he was the people. That's still niggas putting him over.
That's
no,
fine.
but wait,
that's part of it.
But wait, because that was the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like the story was Flair had this match with this kid, and this kid was really fire, and it went from Sting had a great night to Sting turned into a great. Wait, throw that Rock one back up. What did Rock say? Rock said, "Math, you can't blame Sting for the fact that WCW Crockett had the much." I mean, that's fact. Well, and that's the thing. That's what I was getting. We'll get to that point in a second. Wait. We'll stick a pin in that, Rock. Hold up. Because the storyline was Because it was the same thing with Ricky Morton. It was the same thing with Scott Steiner. Ric Flair had a one-off match with Sting. Sting went the limit, and it became shit. Sting stood the test of time with the champion, and then we want to get this guy on our good side, so he joins the Four Horsemen. They get him in the Four Horsemen. They beat his ass, and then it becomes shit. They beat him up too bad. Now the whole year is Sting's going to become this guy. Y'all niggas is wild. All this was happening. Sting is in the main event again.
Also true.
We spent the top of the show talking about the fact that there's a lot of niggas in Impact who's in the main event that's not getting shine. Sting was that guy. Sting was the number one contender. How do you not see it?
What I'm saying,
1990 was Sting being the number one contender until he won the title.
What I was saying, Cal, is
Bret Hart.
Shouts out Peeps. Peeps be in the Discord too. Shouts out to Peeps.
Shout out to Peeps. What I'm saying is Sting legit had great niggas putting him over.
That's part of it. That's fine.
That's a big part of it, right?
So, but that doesn't make him great. He had great niggas putting him over.
I'll put it to you like this. There are niggas that were in main event scenes that they took and tried to make great wrestlers out of, like a Sid Justice in WWE, who they tried to make that nigga and it didn't pan out. Correct. It really worked with Sting, and there's a part of it there that is Sting. So his run, while his dance partners are an important part of it, but like I said, Sting, I loved the week-to-week television with Sting.
Okay,
Sting was a great face.
Stop. Stop. My bad. I mean to cut you off, but I don't mean to cut you off. The week-to-week also depends on the nigga's partner.
Facts.
Okay.
It's not just him.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But this is the thing.
But what I just explained is when they tried to do and put over niggas like Sid Justice in WWE, it was niggas didn't go over. Some of these niggas and Sid was a proven commodity other places.
Decent.
But he never was what Sting was.
So who, Bret Hart or Sting?
Wait, you can't
in the ring. Bret Hart on a promo is a toss up.
You keep, but the thing is, Bret Hart never fucked with Undertaker at all. Bret Hart was that guy, but that's my point though. Is
look,
at night,
y'all niggas terrible. Y'all niggas terrible.
No, you did this to yourself.
Yeah, Matt. FYI, Matt was just drinking water.
He did have a whole Walmart bottle. Shouts out, great value. Sting was already in 1990. Sting was at the top of the card. Undertaker was just debuting.
Lex Luger.
Zero says Sting was a good character, not a worker. Flair made stars. Who did Sting make a legit star?
Lex
Luger.
He didn't
Sting make a legit star.
We about to toss Banks from comments from getting.
Well, no, I think it's the problem with Sting and Undertaker is they're products of a shitty time period. Like Sting.
Nah, Sting was in a great time period though.
But wait. What I'm saying is Sting was in a great time period in a time where WCW was in turmoil. He was on top of the heap when Bill Watts was the guy. WCW and Japan were having it. There was a time Ric Flair left and it was the WCW title and the NWA. And there's so many lineages that are fucked up because of that framework, that 2-3 year time period where Bill Watts fucked everything up. Undertaker debuted in the WWE in 1990. It was his show, if I'm not mistaken, where Papa Shango made the Ultimate Warrior throw up all that green shit.
The same stuff that was coming off of your man's in New York the other day.
Facts. It was so hokey. It was so hokey. It was so because when we talk, the question was, when were these guys great? Undertaker wasn't great for a while. Undertaker's streak doesn't even make sense until you get to like
great
18, 19, 22, something like that. Like,
you think he was great?
Great is 25. Great is 26. You know what I'm saying? But the idea of the streak wasn't even a thing for the first like 21, 22 matches. It just so happened that Undertaker won all those matches at WrestleMania, and they said, shit, there's a story here. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. That's why it's unprecedented, because he just got over because he had a great character. He didn't have a lot of great people attacking him, especially when that's what kills me about your AEW news.
Oh boy.
No, because
I'm
25.
Yeah, it's late for a rant.
We had 225.
No,
wow,
fuck
late
that.
for a rant.
No, because this is quick. This is quick. I'm old enough to remember, because again, Sting and this is the whole point. Sting and Undertaker came up at the same time. Sting was a little more advanced than Undertaker because of Ric Flair. If Undertaker had more top caliber people that he was wrestling at that time, aside from Terry Bollea or whatever you call this yellow and red motherfucker, Undertaker didn't have the OGs that Sting had at the time. But at the end of the day, they still came into their own at the same time. So I can't
Undertaker
in the same
had
year
Flair.
Taker didn't wrestle Flair. What was Undertaker and Flair feud wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
You can't, in the year that Undertaker says, yo,
look,
I'm about to hang this bullshit up. We gonna get out of here soon.
Like,
in the year where this is my whole point. Undertaker celebrated 30 years being in the WWF in November.
28 of them was trash.
Facts. That's the point. Facts. But you can't tell me Undertaker hangs it up at 30, and then I'm supposed to be hyped over Sting staring at Arn Anderson's face, staring at Darby Allin's face, and be like, yo, this is great. It's all for a multi-year contract? Come on, fam. Come on. That's all I'm saying. Drip got a stat?
Nah. It's time for the raffle. Math wants to finish up the show. Let's get to the raffle.
Is it raffle
What
time?
you mean, Math, nigga? It's Black
What are you
Wrestling.
looking at? Oh, shit. Oh, my.
Yeah, talk
It's
to
Black Wrestling time.
Is it raffle time though? For real? For real?
Hey man, it's raffle time.
Let's get into the raffle. It's late. All right. So what are we raffling, man? What are we raffling?
We raffling the Black Wrestling Nation crew neck.
We want to go crew neck first?
We can go crew neck first.
All right, mind you, I grabbed the Kamala piece, the RIP to Kamala. He died this year. An actual black legend. I wish I had a Crown Royal. I need to get some Crown Royal. He got all the.
Peeps, you relax yourself over there, Peeps. Peeps, you came in talking that bullshit. Relax yourself.
Let's go. First, this is for the crew neck.
This is for the crew neck.
It's for the crew neck. All right. We got shouts out to everybody who listened to episodes 50 and 100 for our Black Wrestlers of the Week.
What were the answers?
All right, hold on.
Drip.
Everybody, Drip, can you pull that up? Because everybody who answered got it right. You feel what I'm saying? Drip, I'm going to send you.
I was going to say, I think you had it last.
Got it partially right.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to give you. Shout out the screenshots.
For episode 50, it shows Fan picked Brandy Rhodes, Cal picked Xavier Woods, and Math picked Jason Jordan. But he didn't say Jason Jordan. He didn't say Jason Jordan.
Yeah, don't say Jason.
You said
that's not what was
no.
said.
I'm saying You said a black angle, and I knew immediately who you meant. Right.
Hold on, Drip. Who said Jason Jordan?
I did, because I knew what you meant.
Oh,
Nobody.
Nobody said Jason
somebody did say Jason Jordan.
I think it was.
Matter of
I think it
fact,
was Fam.
That was Dre.
Yes.
That's facts. That's facts.
As soon as you said it, I was like, he's talking about Jason Jordan. I'm like, wow.
Yo, shout out to us for having absolutely trash picks from Black Wrestler of the Week that week.
Yeah,
Those were dope. Those were dope.
Black, you know what it is.
Oh,
you know,
one more time. Who did I have?
Brandy Rhodes, apparently.
No,
you had a trash pick.
They weren't dope. I think.
So then,
man, don't do this.
Who is still relevant? Who is still relevant? Brandy Rhodes.
That's a good point.
He had a trash pick. My pick got injured.
Oh, all right.
No, he didn't get injured. He got fucking put out of the whole wrestling industry. Like Jason Jordan is producing at this point.
He got stinged.
Well, God dang niggas, we got up. Doug showed up. Oh, it's getting crazy. Oh wow.
Nah, it's not. This is like I said. It's an unwritten rule that's going on. let me do this giveaway first. This is for the crew neck.
This is for the crew neck.
All right.
This is for the crew.
Y'all keep following after this nigga Mav who got to
he just
wake up tomorrow and go get coffee.
I'm drawing.
Who that?
At T Coop Wood. I think he entered via Instagram.
Shout out to Coop Wood. Coop Wood.
Shout out to Coop. That's the crew neck. That's the crew neck, right?
Cool.
That goddamn that beautiful Nation crew neck that sold out.
Cool. DM us your crew neck size.
That's the thing, yeah. We need, because I will say this.
Because I'll send you a medium, nigga.
It's these shits.
Shut up.
Nah, it's one of those things where these shits was hot.
No, it's some special shit. It's some special shit though, Cal.
It ain't that one.
It ain't that one.
What I'm saying is
Remix Mav strikes again.
Those shits were hot.
It ain't that one.
Even when I said, yo, we got shit out here for Black Friday, niggas wasn't worried about this. They wanted this.
Facts.
What's my man's name? Nolan Harris?
Yeah, shout out to Nolenium.
Nolan
did that.
Nolan hit a nigga in the Gmail, was like, what's the next one?
Let's go.
We'll talk.
He taxing them?
Yes.
You'll see when you see the prices for the next one.
Wait, 2021. Y'all let me know what's popping. All right.
2021 WrestleMania. That's the next time you're gonna see us.
This the giveaway for what? These?
Shut up, bitch. No disrespect, Rock. Pardon that.
Hey, it's gonna be a Rock. He's gonna listen to Illmatic too, nigga.
Shut up. Piece to Rock is what I'm talking about, because you know what it is. Niggas is old, and Rock gets it. Rock totally understands it. I fuck with him heavy. The fucking Coochie King. That's all I'm saying. Giveaway. This for
snapback.
This for the snapback. This for the new snapback. It takes a
the new
nation snapback. Let's go.
What we got?
All right.
Niggas been here all day.
Niggas been here all night. Son of Mars. I don't know. Son of Mars.
Relax, bro.
He's rocking with Public Enemies. Shouts to the friends of the pod. He's been a big supporter too. I feel like he's been around for like a hot 20 minutes, but Son of Mars has been active.
Shout out to Son of Mars.
So Son of Mars, you got a snapback coming your way. Coop, you got a crew neck on the way.
Coop,
Appreciate
if you don't respond, I'm gonna holler at somebody else. We're gonna draw another name.
I'm gonna say this: y'all not the only niggas that entered. Is all I'm saying. If we don't get addresses, it's on. Look, there's names in this cat. You see that shit? It's other names, so I can't. It's what? Jesus Christ, let me do it. This is gonna be the last one.
All right, so fellas, do y'all have any black wrestlers of the week?
This nigga said,
Nah,
I'm
that's
getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Fuck y'all. We've been here for 3 hours.
Nigga, I woke up at 5 this morning, nigga.
Wait, because this is Mass' fault is a problem.
Mind your business, though.
This is Mass' fault is a problem.
Y'all niggas wildin'.
After everything that's going on today.
Hey,
y'all got any black wrestlers of the week?
Hey Zell, that's Ian J in that bottle. He bought that bottle off a bum on North Avenue. That's definitely Ian J.
That's piss in that bottle. That's what it is.
Hey,
it's dope fiend
like
piss.
that, nigga, you got it.
That's that diesel.
You already got it.
That's what
you already got it.
I already got it.
Already. Look at him.
Bitch, I already got nah.
He like, got what? Look at him. What you got?
No, we're not doing that.
What you got? Chicken? Sorry. wait. Nah, wait. Y'all got any black wrestlers of the week?
Will Hobbs. I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here.
Will Hobbs though. Will Hobbs slam a nigga and then start doing like 5 push-ups. Shouts out to that nigga. That's dedication. But nah, y'all got any black wrestlers of the week?
I think Will Hobbs was Brother Mass. I'm gonna go with the Mac man, my nigga Willie Mack.
Whole Afro pick out there. Who you got? You got Davis.
Depends on who the night game is, Dempsey.
Y'all got move, cuz? Anyway. Davis, who you got?
We on Tuesday.
Oh,
Davis, you muted, yo?
Hey, Drip. Black who you got?
Yeah, I know. Like I said his name earlier, Desmond Xavier for signing NXT. I think him and Zachary Wentz are gonna take over the tag division. So the Rascals, Desmond Xavier.
Oh, you got him. You got him staying as a tag team.
I think they will. NXT needs tag teams right now.
Without,
I mean, I'd like to see them as a singles. Well, that's a trio, but yeah, I think they'll just be the duo of the Rascals. Okay. Yeah, I think they'll stay as a tag team.
Who's his man though?
So Zach Wentz is the white guy, Zachary Wentz, and then Trey Miguel. He's the one who hasn't signed anywhere yet. It's rumored to be AEW or NXT. It's not sure as to which.
That's crazy.
Hey Banks, you go to the refrigerator and get you a tall glass of chill, nigga.
That's crazy. Banks is on one. I don't know what Banks' life is like, but Banks is on one.
Yo, I just saw a picture of Banks. That nigga was by a pool.
Banks is
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's wintertime, nigga.
I see y'all niggas. If y'all niggas mess our draft pick up by losing, I'm gonna see y'all niggas in the street, you purple niggas.
Facts. There's no way I can give my Black Wrestler Week to anybody but Chris Bay. Fuck the bullshit. Mind you, Chris Bay lost his Impact match this week.
Facts.
It was at the end of the show.
Holding
that belt up.
Yeah, shouldn't Willie Mack be the champion by proxy if Willie Mack beat Chris Bay? I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Davis, fuck up. All right, this man.
Carlos Wally.
he went, Willie Mack beat this man. Fucking number 41 came out and did some nonsense. Rich Homie
51.
Whatever. That nigga is 151. Look. Mr. Take Me Off This List. He's 51. He's 200.
Yo, his name will never be mentioned.
Exactly. He who should not be named. Chris Bay was the one at the end of the match, at the end of the night. and he's the one that's got the match coming up December 20th or December 12th.
I
Final
told y'all,
resolution.
nigga.
I told you. I told y'all, niggas. Fuck number 51.
I'm getting out
Shouts
of
out
here.
Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser. Chris Bay. Whenever you want to get on the pod, let me know. No politics. No nonsense. We got you. Before we get out of here though.
Hey, before I would like to say one last Black Wrestler of the Week.
Who?
Before we get up out of here, man.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? My nigga Kendall Hinton, the quarterback from the Broncos. And we out.
This motherfucker think he's funny.
I don't know what's going on. I'm completely lost.
I'm not man, fuck that nigga.
I don't know what's going on. I honestly I don't know I don't know what's going on at all. And I respect
Davis.
Oh God. All right, fellas. You guys,
where can niggas find y'all on social media? Because I don't know what's going on.
hey man, IlFam79 on your social media choice, but way more important at Where's Buffy every single weekend.
God damn, we've been here 3 hours.
That's your fault.
Math at Math Damon. That's what you refer to me as, nigga.
Shut up, nigga.
Sorry.
Drip, where can they find y'all?
On Twitter at Davis, aka Drip. Instagram, Davis Colton DC.
This nigga, wait. Before we get out of here, Drip.
Hey, the way you talk just now, you talk like that in the Discord, nigga. You don't respond to nobody.
Facts.
You keep it like that.
How's it going, sir?
Yes.
It's not even that. Don't give nobody no food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah.
give them a period at the end of your sentence and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Y'all dropped 2 episodes last weekend?
No, they dropped 3.
3?
Well, including episode 200.
Yeah.
Damn. Working. I respect that. Matt Callum on Twitter. At Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud. BlackRasslin.com is a website. And as always, you can find the Black Rasslin podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Shout out to y'all fucking with Spotify.
Look at him.
I don't know what's going on. I still haven't rocked the burgundy Black Wrestling hoodie yet. Soon. Maybe next week.
Nigga, you ain't got no time. We got shit coming.
Yeah, well, this the work.
The next time you're gonna see us is WrestleMania. That's it.
That's a lie. We're dropping an episode every week. How you talking about WrestleMania? That's May.
I'm talking about.
He was talking about merch. Yeah.
Merch.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, neither do I.
No, it's a fact.
You said this shit in the summer.
Yeah, I was like, man, get the merch.
I'm not doing anything.
Get the merch.
And then look.
Listen, the printer called.
It said what? It said what?
When the printer saw the domination, image, he said, "Listen here, Math.
Hold up. Because this ain't no bullshit. This shit right here.
When the printer called,
look,
fam, this is the iris exit of all iris.
I was gonna say
that makes perfect sense.
This man's trying to wrap it up for the last hour. He's like,
the
printer called.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
no, it's factual. This is when the good shit happens. This is when the good shit happens.
Been going to work all week. I don't know.
Last year was about Brandon.
This year about expanding.
Talk.
That's it.
We'll talk to y'all motherfuckers next week, y'all. Peace.